Falling down around me. Oh, there's magic in the air. I can't wait to see my boy this Christmas, like I did the year before. He's been gone away since last December. But it's just made me want him more. I can't wait to see my boy this Christmas, like I did the year before. He's been gone away since last December, but it's just made me want him more.
Oh Christmas tree, that leaves us so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, that leaves us so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also winter's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, that leaves us so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, that candle shines so brightly. Oh Christmas tree, that candle shines so brightly. That candle shines so brightly. That candle shines so brightly.
Hello and welcome to my stream. I'm Mouflon, and today we have a holiday podcast. So at the moment we just have a couple of people in the room, as you can see. They can't hear me, and you won't be able to hear them for another, what is it, about 22 minutes. But it just gives me time just to see how everyone's doing, and just to welcome my viewers to the stream as well. So we've got holiday podcasts, and there's 20 giveaways, and they are magnificent as well. We've got one that has 525 sovereign and loads of other stuff as well. So and we have a schedule of things that are going to be going on through the podcast. It will be about a couple of hours long and stuff, but we've got Caden and Drew who are joining us from my.games, and a number of other content creators as well. But yeah, until then, I thought I'd jump into the game and just enjoy this winter wonderland with a bit of music as well. And yeah, and then we'll join the other guys. I can see in the left. You can see in the left-hand corner who is there. I'm just going to move that Discord chatter a bit higher so that everyone doesn't get overlapped. I didn't realize some people have longer names, so it just about fits in there, but I think it'll be fine. As you can see, slowly getting more people in as well. So yeah, so we're going to be talking, we're going to be doing some quizzes and stuff like that, and we're going to be enjoying a few other things as well. 6 messages were deleted. Oh, okay. Streamlabs timed out. Oh, Jesus Christ. It probably timed out for something. That's not good. Right. And yeah, so if you're just joining in, let me know. And oh, we've got elite battles. Might as well do that whilst we're doing this as well. Just turn up my sound effects there as well. Had it low before. And you can see Hand Bananas just joined the chat as well there. So yeah, so we've got a number of quizzes, so we're going to have a quiz master. I'm going to be running a game, so I'm super excited about doing that as well. And it will be something related to CB, so I think a lot of the guys are a bit nervous about what that could be, but it's going to be fun. Going to be fun, so I'm quite excited about that. Took me a while to prepare it as well, and hope you enjoy the winter podcast overlay as well, and which has spent some time developing over the last couple of days. I haven't done free battles in ages. I've forgotten how to do this, so there's no point in this, is there? Just straight up fighting. Kills galore, isn't it? Do they have a... Oh, they've got one short bow there, so keep that in mind. We've got... Oh! Nice. I lost my touch in this. Oh! As I speak. Get the crate open. Got it. What did I get? Ooh, my attack has temporarily increased. Not a bad one to have. I could actually hit anything. This guy's easy to kill, I think. Gonna... This musket's a bit harder, I think. I don't think many people play free battles actually, as much as I think I've got a few challenges I could do to see the stuck short bows still a thing. Where is everyone? We've got 3 short bowers here. Sort of another one over there. Where's everyone else? get out of here. Finally. Oh, nice. Thing is, if you get them on the run, really, especially if they go, oh shit, fuck. Ah! Did that not stun him? I think this guy might be new to CB. Ouch. Oh. Just got away from him. If it wasn't for that wall there, I think I would have been a goner. Got him. Nice. It's kind of like a... just moved in just to be able to get him. What's this guy? Look at this guy. Glitching all over the place. How is that not hitting him? God, I really hope we win this. Slowest match I've ever seen. Sure. Oh my god, really? Oh, the lag is strong with this one. Ouch. How am I not... I'm not able to move for some reason. There we go. Fucking hell. This guy... literally nobody helped me there. Like, the long sword was just standing there, doing sod all. Jesus Christ. I've never had that before. Like, that amount of lag. The beginning there was a bit ridiculous. To say the least. Said stop ticking me. What does that mean? Stop ticking me with cancer weapons. First time I've heard that expression. Keep getting flipping buffs rather than anything else, which is a bit annoying. Ooh, who else has joined? Evo's joined, nice. Not gonna kill him, so there's no point. Oh. Oh, unbelievable. Just won't turn. What is that over there then? Somebody needs to go up there, preferably a longsword. That guy's got a ballast and he hasn't used it yet. Unbelievable. Can I shoot at the feet? Ooh, I could shoot at the feet. Who knew? This guy's glitchy as hell, that. Oh! Again. Again. Wow. I literally went through the ground there. Defeat as well. Amazing. It was the worst match I've ever played. It's like terrible. Got 4 kills though. Right, I'm going to listen in and see what everyone's doing. You won't be able to hear them just yet. You'll just see that they're chatting. Ooh. What did we get? Ooh, very nice. Oh yeah, I remember something about the deployables. Yeah, I remember something mentioned about the deployables a while back, wasn't it? Hmm. Are they all spilling into the channel now? Getting ready? I've got Christmas music in my stream. Did anyone bring a Christmas hat? Nope. I don't know how that works with headphones. Okay. Oh! I can actually hear. Christ. There we go. Christmas hat on. So 3 minutes before we start the podcast. Blame this person up. Light it in the same place. Oh, she looks alright, doesn't it? Something is treasures we can't use at the moment. Quite good, you can actually see who's chatting. Obviously at the moment you won't be able to know who's chatting yet until I start it. I think we're just waiting for Drew now to join the chat, and then we can start the fun and games. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a mysterious thing that Generation X do. with his elephant plushie. I can't believe you got that. That's brilliant. Very excited to see the image of that. I didn't use it. There we go. I do like the new emotes. I think they're really cool. Ah, that's two people we're waiting for, Zimster and Drew. And then we should be started, so yeah. So you've got all your favorite streamers in one place, the influencer manager and Caden the community manager. All in one place. To ask as many questions as you want. I needed a Christmas emote. I don't know if I've got any Christmas yet. I got some dropped the other day, but Noble one. I think that's from another streamer's post. Holiday ones. No, I don't have any Christmas ones yet. Get sub into my favorite streamers. Got a fire one. That's about it. Best I can do. How's the new season? Very snowy. Yeah, it's alright, I think. A few bugs, but going quite well. S6 hype, absolutely. Yeah, we need some sort of a snowflake or something, don't we, as an emote? Maybe I'll design one. Which one would it replace? Maybe the I kill you one. Can't wait to open up the Snow Angel emote as well. And at what point we open that one up? Oh. What's that one? Throw snow? The Snow Angels is quite late, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Level 84. Oh, we'll get that. Who's this guy actually fighting? He's just fighting himself. Yeah, the unit attire is pretty cool. Let me see if I can get to a tree so that you can have a better look as well. This is the first attire that you get. The second one is pretty decent as well. Like, yeah, I think a lot of people prefer the second one that you get. But yeah. To allow that. Oh, because it says slightly. Absolutely, I love the way it looks. But it flagged it. Yeah, the new attires are just absolutely awesome. Is it this one? I really want to get this one too. Like, look at that. Not sure about the bow going through it. It almost looks like a wing or something. That looks pretty cool. And my favorite is actually, where is it? It's not in here, is it? Nope, I know where it is. Oh yeah, we can hear it. It's alright to undeafen everyone. Oh no. Can you guys hear everyone? Because for some reason this...
Santa's out there flying around, and it's true that if you've been a good girl all year
I think I need to switch one sec.
always like goodwill while it's falling down. How can you be blue?
Hopefully he'll be turning up at any time, so he'll drop in when he gets. But we're going to just go down through the list, and I'm going to get everyone to introduce yourselves to not only your stream, but everyone else's stream as well. Because everyone, there's going to be 6 of us streaming, and obviously we'll be able to hear what everyone else is saying. So, starting off with Mr. Evo Loz.
I think I've messed it up.
Yourselves, just a quick rundown of who you are, where people can find you, dude.
Yeah. Go on, Caden's going to say something.
I was just going to say there's no sound coming through on Conqueror Gaming stream. There's a lot of complaints about that right now. Everyone's heard, but on Glenn's stream.
It's going as well as usual.
Can I just paste that?
Unmute everything, so that whole
there we go.
Nothing. Right, so I'm going to do it again, just
Got
my
it now.
guys. Sorry guys.
Now you can hear as well.
Unmute.
There we go.
Thank you very much for joining to the Conqueror's
And I'll stop
Conqueror's
the
Play
music as well.
Christmas podcast. I'm having a few technical issues at the minute, but I'm joined as always with Mouflon, who has hosted all the other podcasts with me. Zimster should be turning up at some point or another, but we're actually joined by a load of other people with us tonight as well. Most of which you will have already heard of, you will know, you probably had a chat with them as well, so some really big names tonight, and it's going to be a really good, fun Christmas podcast. Everyone that's watching in everyone's streams, because there's 6 of us streaming, feel free to ask us questions throughout the night. We do have a section at the end of the podcast where we'll get to all your questions and we'll ask whoever needs to be asked what the answers are to those questions. There's a couple of games and there will be giveaways scheduled throughout the stream as well. So, starting off with the first of our joinees, Mr. Evo Loz, if you'd like to just introduce yourself, mate. Just a little quick intro about you, where you're from, what you do, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just normally describe myself as the British bloke off YouTube, but yeah, I just do mostly YouTube videos on Conqueror's Blade and a few other little bits and bobs. If you search Conqueror's Blade, you can't really miss me. I've put out so much crap by this point, sort of impossible to avoid.
Awesome. And Mr. Ham Banana PvP.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, Ham Banana PvP here. I make videos on YouTube, guides, montages. I've been doing unit tier lists lately. Stream a little bit on Twitch, and yeah, just look up Ham Banana PvP, Conqueror's Blade, and you can find me.
Awesome. Mr. King Alpha.
What's up, guys? It's King Alpha, obviously. You guys can find me on YouTube as well. Been doing YouTube for like 3 years on multiple games. but also pretty doing Twitch as well now with live streams of everything basically. So that's about it.
Awesome. Mark? Mark, you've muted yourself.
Oh God, hey, I'm the worst. I'm just a new. I was just learning from the best coffee. That's what it was. Yeah, I'm Mark G, guys. I am the Scottish streamer for Conqueror's Blade and content creator. Also, I've been streaming this game since pretty much I started playing the game, like back in season 2. So you'll catch me on
Because I
Twitch
have
quite a
never
lot of the
seen
time.
Eva Loss
Very
Gaming
nice.
Guy. Oh, I think I've only
Mouflon?
seen him once. Hi everyone, I'm Mouflon. Yeah, been streaming for a while now, and that's more or less me, I suppose. And also
Harlequin?
helping Glyn, obviously, with the co-hosting the podcast as well. And I will be running one of the games as well for tonight as well, which I'm very excited about.
Harlequin?
My name is Harlequin Pet. I've been streaming for like 2.5 years. Content creator for Conqueror's Blade, as well as doing a lot of other games, including Guild Wars 2 and some others. I guess I'm considered a VTuber since I use my kitty. But other than that, just like to chill, hang out, play games.
Awesome. So yeah, we should be getting Zimster at some point. Everyone knows Zimster though anyway, so we can carry on without him for the minute. We've also got Drew with us, who is the influencer manager, which I know has definitely been on the podcast before, a couple on the streams before. But if you want to just introduce yourself, Drew, to people that don't know you.
Sure, I'm Drew. I'm the influencer manager for Minot Games. I work closely with content creators to make sure that you guys have all the information on basically everything you need to be able to create some cool content for the game and help us promote it and get new players.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, the man, the legend, Sir Caden.
Hey, so yeah, I'm Caden. I'm the European English Community Manager, and I'm here because I was promised cake.
God, who promised you that?
See, I think you were confused with the team names. It's Cheesecake, and it's just the team name. You don't actually.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, I'll see you guys later.
If you win, Caden, I'll send you a cheesecake through the post. How's that?
Well, if there's no cake,
Quality
I'll
not guaranteed when received.
Yeah, no, I
Awesome.
probably would whack that straight in the bin, I think.
Awesome. So, like I said, Zimster should be turning up at some point or another. Until then, however, Caden, Harlequin, you're going to be just a team of 2. So I hope you've bought your A game. So everyone has been given a team for the quizzes and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss Season 5 to begin with. We're just going to have a quick 10-minute, 15-minute chat about that. Each content creator is going to have a minute kind of slot just to say their dislikes, their likes, what they found of Season 5, how they enjoyed it, everything like that. We'll have a little kind of wrap-up chat about Season 5 then afterwards, and then we'll get straight into Game 1, which again will be another 10 minutes or so, depending on how well people do, and then we'll be doing the first giveaway. After the first giveaway, we'll go into Season 6 chat, and then we'll go into Mouflon's picture game with giveaway 2 happening just after that. And then after the second giveaway of the night, we're going to open the floodgates as such to all of you guys on the stream. So any questions that you want to ask, we've already had thought up some for Drew and Caden and for everyone else as well. So we've got a few questions to ask already. But if you have any questions on any of the streamers' channels, I'm actually in all of them at the minute, so I can get those questions from you and point them towards whoever needs to be asked them. So if you've got any questions, we will be answering them at the end, just before Drew and Ham Banana's How Well Do You Know quiz, and then the final giveaway at the end of the night. So, starting off then with topic 1, so Season 5 should just come to the end yesterday, so I'm going to go around and I've got a timer just to make sure no one goes over time too much. We're going to start off just by saying, just give me your thoughts, your feelings, your likes, your dislikes.
Nah, that's not going to work.
Condensed in 1 minute. And then once everyone's gone round, we'll come back at the end and just kind of have a bit of a chat.
Where is everyone?
Season 5 before the first
We
game.
shouldn't lose this.
Starting off with you, Evo. You got 1 minute to tell us what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy so much as Season 5.
Yeah, I've not placed myself very well in this list, have I? I'm going to be first every time. Yeah, I think it's been an interesting season. I think there was some interesting unit choices for the seasonal units. That I wouldn't necessarily have picked myself. I think things like the flamethrower units
I'm dead.
and sort of the resultant fire changes that we've had
He doesn't get me off.
have perhaps been sort of slightly mixed reception. I wouldn't necessarily have balanced some of the ways, some of them in sort of some of the ways that they did.
Freebies,
But
there will be freebies.
overall, I think it's probably
you
not
have
been
to
too
wait.
bad. It's not been
Hello,
it's
Venomous.
perhaps unbalanced as some previous seasons, so I don't think we've done too badly there. And I certainly think in the sort of second half of the season,
I have a very
I
powerful
think we've started to
computer,
see
but my
things
internet's
come
crap.
together a
by the
little
way.
bit more, particularly server-wise. And yeah, I think we're starting to move in the right direction now, particularly as sort of we've ended season 5 at the same time as Frontier. It's nice to see, and how we're going forwards with the start of season 6. So yeah, I think we're heading in the right direction. There's perhaps a few little shaky moments on the way.
Awesome. Moving down the list then, so Ham Banana.
All right. Yep, and banana PvP here. So season 5, in comparison to, I'd say to see, I like to compare from like season
Got
to
MVP
season.
with 2 kills.
Obviously, like season 3 was a tough season. Season 4 was a great season in my mind. Season 5 was kind of like, in my opinion, like middle of the road. I did enjoy the upgrades of the units, like that's starting to be a thing. So, I mean, in terms of like the server issues, especially for my community, it was pretty dismal. But at this point, like you were saying, Evo, second half of the season, it seems to be encroaching into better territory. Like I see light on the horizon. I guess I could say. And then when it comes to like
Sorry,
weapons
Caps.
and stuff, I've always been somebody that has spoken for the purple doctrines that we have on the other version of the game, which I know we're working on, and I'm very excited for that. My opinion on that is, once we get the purple doctrines, a lot of the balancing issues that we have had
It's very smooth, isn't it?
over the course of our seasons on our version of the game will be resolved, because what happens is, like, when you make the
8
units
lives,
stronger,
wow.
the hero weapons
no
start to be
surprise.
not as pervasive. So like, things like Maul and stuff like that are considered like, extremely overpowered
Like a red,
right
welcome
now,
to the stream.
which they are. It'll subside, and I'm very excited to have progress towards that. Like, we've been talking about it more and more. So that's pretty much it for me. Thank you.
Awesome. So King Alpha.
Hey, so I enjoyed season 5 to an extent for certain reasons. A lot of units became just solely meta, like obviously stalwarts, paladins, Keshiks, Asars, and
Thanks for the
stuff. So
follow,
certain units
Anarika.
became like priority to make sure that you bring in, even in regular seasons and stuff. Like Ham Banana said, I did enjoy the aspect of unit upgrades, which was great. And I think with the new servers coming in, connection issues for people that are having connection issues, and just the way the season is going, like with the Lion Store and everything, I think, past season 5, definitely it's going to get a lot better. And I do agree, season 4 was probably the best, but I think they're definitely going the right direction now with everything.
Awesome. Moving down to you, Mark.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to echo on from pretty much what Han Banana and Kings both said here. Definitely the start of the season was a bit shaky. There was a lot of, like, considering this is one of the smallest seasons we've had in terms of time, like, it started off where there was quite a lot of drills for our community anyway on any. And that's obviously affected the overall finish of the season because people were kind of put off by it for a bit and weren't too sure what to do with it. But obviously they come back, and the way the changes have been, it's actually kind of helped them a little bit along. And with the upgrades of the units, I really enjoyed. It did change up the playstyle a lot though, and I did think that although it kind of happens with seasonal units, they do tend to be meta quite a lot of the season, and obviously they're getting used a lot more. But I still felt the balance out of the two seasonal units, the paladins and the stalwarts, were very, very much like overpowered to the stage there. You physically couldn't find a way around them until a wee bit more to the end of the season when you eventually got like flamethrowers if you had them and you had people working with them. But apart from that, if the season as overall was a decent season, and it's definitely going to get better though from the way things have changed for the coming season.
Awesome, thank you, mate. And move.
I especially enjoyed the introduction of the new region. I must say, I didn't get to enjoy it as much as most, but I thought the new region was a good addition. Especially, I think the boats and stuff like that, and the introduction of the other kind of things to do in open world. I forget what they're called now. What are they called? The where you buy stuff.
Oh, the trading post.
Oh, the trading post. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Because I think one thing is just making more use of the open world as well. It's such a, it's such a nice space, and you definitely can see that now. Kind of like with the winter as well, how nice it actually is and stuff. And it would just be nice to kind of have more things to do in the open world as well. So I think that's one of my favorite stuff. I think also the introduction of the boats, I thought was the kind of the start of maybe something working towards the Vikings or something, but obviously got that wrong. But got the idea of the kind of winter thing quite right though, which I was quite pleased with. I think the weather formation is quite interesting, and it'll be nice to see what else they can the developers can sort of do in terms of the weather as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the dynamic weather system is a very good positive addition to the game, isn't it?
Yeah. I think we're talking about season 6 after, aren't we? So
yes.
Yeah. Cool.
What about you, Harlequin?
I have to remember I have Pusher Talk on.
Yeah.
For me, I liked the new units. I really liked the upgrades to units because it added a little bit more dynamicness to some of the units we already have. And I enjoyed the fact that you capture nodes in areas for the influence in order to establish influence. That was a really good thing. And to the ships thing, ship battles when I really want to see that. As far as dislikes for it, I didn't like that like the new region was opened up for conflict for TW and then it was closed off entirely. So it gave those people that had the territory in Anadolu the option of, oh, we don't have to defend anything. We can go take everybody else's stuff. So I would say once an area is opened up, my personal belief is that it should stay open with maybe the exception of the capitals. But otherwise, don't close an area off once it's been opened, because then they can just, whoever owns that is basically free to roam and take other people's stuff without worrying about retribution. And that just kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Also, not having any kind of point of contact available whenever TW broke so many times was also another really big issue we saw. But that's something that should hopefully be fixed in the future. So, because sometimes it would take like all weekend for us to see a response.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
in
my
order
Christmas
to get
trees.
things fixed on
Winter.
on
That's the
NA.
You found it.
Okay. More. Would you say it's more positive than negative though, overall?
I would say about an even balance,
Okay.
because there was a lot of server issues, but hopefully those should be resolved with the new servers that we've got for NA.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it had to do with the
This guy coming
actual
behind
NA
us.
server. Because originally, if what I'm understanding correctly, we had a proxy server in
Trapped.
Texas or Arizona that went over to EU. So it's like even the ping that we saw wasn't our actual ping. The reason for a lot of disconnects, a lot of dropouts, a lot of all that was because we were proxying over to EU. So we had the ping going to the proxy, and then we didn't even see the ping and the packet loss that we were getting from Texas to EU to hit our actual server. And it was just kind of, it was a big, there's a lot of problems with that, and they've really resolved that, giving us the new servers. And NA, I kind of wish they had stuck with one server, because it splits the population, but I can understand why they did it. So overall, that was a positive, and I think a lot of the issues we saw previously should hopefully be resolved with it.
It's just a wait and see, isn't it now?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So I know Drew and you, Caden, you probably don't get chance or desire really to play something that you spent all day on dealing with the community. But from your point of view, how has season 5 gone from both of you?
Do you want to go first, Drew?
You go for it.
You're both so kind, okay.
Yeah, I mean, from my point of view, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. I do actually play Glyn. I'm not telling you what my character is because I like not being bullied. So you can ask why I like you not getting my character name. But yeah, I agree with a lot of what people have been saying. I thought it was quite a fun season. I enjoyed the different approach to territory wars. I agree with what Harlequin said about once a region is open, it shouldn't be closed off again. That is something that we actually did feed back to the developers. So hopefully, in later seasons we won't see that happen again, because I do believe it gives them a bit of an unfair advantage. Being able to take fights without having to worry about defending their own. So yeah, I completely agree with what's being said there, and I understand why players were upset about that. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the season, and I thought it went pretty well, and I hope everyone else really enjoyed it as well.
Awesome, thank you, mate. I didn't realise you were actually playing so much, Cade.
Yeah, I play. Just I don't play on Caden because otherwise I've got this big old target on my back. And
I think that's pretty much true of any staff member because I think a bunch of us do play. I mean, I don't play nearly as much as you do, that's for sure. But I do have what I call my ghost account, which is completely unrelated because, again, as soon as I log on, my account is obviously not as known as yours, but it does put a target on my back and just doesn't make for a true gaming experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Streamers know nothing about a killed streamer.
Yeah, tell me about it. I get targeted too.
Yeah,
like,
that kill the
Conqueror.
streamer is a common thing in any game. We understand.
And then you gotta. It's not your day, emote.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I
That made it work.
hate that.
So I don't really seem to get that much on the EU side.
I love that thing. It's just
What about from you then, Drew? From your point of view, how has season 5 gone?
Yeah, like Caden said, I don't really have a ton of feedback on top of what you guys already said. I think that you guys really nailed it in the head. I think, from my point of view, I was a little bit frustrated, and so maybe speaking a bit out of turn with a lot of the issues that we experienced at the beginning of the season with the disconnect and the frame rate issues and whatnot, and the frustration came from our side because we knew that it was being worked on, and we knew that we deployed several fixes to try to fix some of those issues that just had only incremental improvements rather than that magic bullet that fixed it. And so the beginning of the season was a little bit frustrating for me, but as things settled down, as fixes came in and things started getting improved, I started to enjoy the season a whole lot more. I'm hoping, going
for hitting his
and everything for the North American
Poleaxe got 300 hit there.
I'm over here in North America. That
No, don't move in. I can't support you like that. Maybe I can do that.
The results that the players are seeing as well. So I think that pretty much sums up.
Ouch. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Awesome. So from the
hurt
sound
a
of
lot.
it, from everyone,
I took a
then,
beating. I knew that was
more
gonna hurt.
positive than negative. Slightly. Additions have been good, but still there's a few things to be worked on. With obviously,
we might lose this.
I personally, I think every season is definitely getting better and better, though, isn't it? The game is really starting to find its own feet a little bit now throughout the seasons. I don't know if anyone would disagree with that at all. I assume not, then.
No, not really. I would say so.
I mean, from season 3 on, if you could do worse than season 3,
got him as well.
That's really where the bar is set.
MVP again.
I wasn't here at the beginning of season 3, so
I don't think I've won
one
yet. Oh well.
Season 3 was so long ago that I am having trouble remembering.
Yeah.
To be quite honest.
Have you blocked it out of your memory, maybe?
Blocked it out, yeah.
That's it. the last season, so season 5, did go by very quick, didn't it? It went by very quick. But with season 6, which we'll be discussing in a little bit, obviously that's going to be lasting it's about 3.5 months, isn't it? So it's a little bit longer, I think, this one. What do you all say we go into the first game then? Are you all happy to move on from season 5?
Ooh, game time. And this means, after the game, I think that's when we're going to start the giveaways as well. So,
Let's do this.
like I said, we've got about 20 to get through, so
Right
quite
then.
a few.
So,
Sorry about the, didn't realise the white blends in to the background.
When I can actually find where I've written it.
Good, it'll refresh me too.
Caden and I got this. 2-man team.
I'm glad you're here to carry me.
Mm.
Okay, so we got Team 1.
I haven't started running it yet.
Same names, because that's why I'm just going to get confused. So we've got Team 1, that is the Apples team. So that's Mouflon, Mark of G, and Ham Banana PvP. Ooh. Team 2 are the Banana team. Simster.
I haven't started running it yet.
Right here. So it's just down to you, Caden and Harlequin. You've got to bring it. And then we've got Team 3, which is the Cheesecake team. So that's Drew, King Alpha, and Evo. So you guys are all obviously in teams. When or if you think you know the answer, it can be anyone, just shout your team name, because else I'll get really confused as to who's shouting at me. I'll go with the first one, which I think I hear, and then if you get it right, obviously you will score the point.
I'm really
Also, it's like fastest finger, sort of. You're gonna be quick.
Yeah, fastest shout.
Have to remember, I have push to talk on.
I was going to say, don't just shout at your screen. You're going to have to push that button if you got push to talk on.
Drew, carry us. Drew, carry us.
Okay, everybody that is,
just started work. I've been working all day.
Everybody that is watching on everybody's streams, feel free to jump into the chat and join along with us as well. See if you can answer quicker than the content creators, the community manager, and the influencer manager, and let's see who actually knows this game as well as you should. So then, first question. What units were introduced in Season 1?
What was the question again?
Apples.
Ooh,
None.
Go on, Apples.
Season 1 was the chivalric era. Chivalric units, monastic knights, spear sergeants.
I'm not going to cheat.
Squires, I believe.
I think the real answer to this is that Glyn screwed up his question.
Yeah, I may have screwed it up because I put Rattles.
I was going to say,
Can someone help me, Caden? Is that right?
Yeah, it was the Knights and Squires was chivalry. Yeah.
I wrote down Rattles.
I wasn't here for Season 1.
I wasn't either. I joined in Season 3.
Okay, so
Season 1 didn't technically have any units.
Alright, I'm pretty sure the rest of the questions I've got the right answers for.
I got a server down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think. That's why I asked
missed
him
that
to
because I
repeat the
didn't even
question.
get to hear it because I got deafened somehow.
Oh no.
To be honest,
Blaming the tools. Blaming the
A
tools.
server deafened. I can't do that. How can I do that?
that's why I asked you why to repeat the question, because I didn't think there was any new units in Season 1.
I mean,
that's what
technically
I
it was Season 1.
I swear it was the
yeah,
Rattles that came
technically it
in.
wasn't because Knights and Squires wasn't Season 1. But I guess if you were going to pick a unit for Season 1, it would probably be the chivalric era.
True.
So I think we should all get a point because
Yeah.
I think Hannah answered that first, though, right?
Yeah, good start.
I answered it first.
Yeah, hand banana, we win it. I believe it. Cheating us.
Alright, let's very quickly move on to question 2, shall we? So, question 2. In the new tavern of Season 6, what is Pablo's full name?
Cheesecake, Pablo the
Evo.
Wise.
Oh, he's got it.
Nice.
Very quick.
Oh.
I was not ready for that kind of question.
Oh.
It was only because I was
literally
going to
ran into
use
the
it against him
towers.
next time I saw him.
Okay, question 3. In Season 6, what are the
Wait,
3...
have we skipped a question?
No. Question 3.
What was question 2?
That was
Pablo's full
the
name?
Yeah, we just did question 2.
Oh,
were
okay.
you?
Oh, man.
This is
There's
going well,
Pablo.
guys.
Don't even know where
I
Pablo is.
genuinely didn't hear a second question. That's
Pablo the Wise. There he
Maybe
is.
we severed F and G as
Second
well, so you
question.
can hear it. That's what he did to me.
that's
The
how it is.
second question was, what was Pablo's full name in the tavern?
Ah, right, yeah, okay, I didn't hear that question whatsoever. I think there's some cheating going on here, so we can't win.
It's definitely not me
Harlequin.
doing it. 'Cause, like,
I think so too. He already eliminated one of our team members, and I mean, it's all right.
Production
killed
quality.
Simster.
Cheeky.
okay, can you all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Right. So question 3. In season 6, name the 3 base units getting an upgradable version.
Oh,
Bananas.
Cheesecake.
Oh, went bananas first. Go on, go on, Harlequin.
Halberdier, the Halberdiers, the Yeomen, and the Fire Lancers.
Ooh, she's got it. Point each at the minute then.
I was letting you get that one.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay then, this may trick a few of you. Question 4. What is the full name of the gun mercenary unit? Can't go checking.
The gun mercenary unit.
Yep.
Cheesecake.
Wait.
Yeah,
Sea Stag
Cheesecake.
Death Dealers.
Yeah, he's got
Oh,
it.
wait. Yeah,
Very
okay,
good.
I was like, wait.
The worst unit in the
Yep.
game.
Mendrick, you got that.
Yes, it is the worst.
No. Sea Stag Death Dealers, yeah.
Okay, question 5.
I've
What
actually got
are
them.
the 2 heroic era units you need to have unlocked in order to unlock Iron Reapers?
Cheesecake.
Apples.
Cool, that was a quick cheesecake there.
All right. So it's Imperial Pike Guards and
Team am I
the
enough
Palace
again?
Guards.
Yes, nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was quick, man. I'm just here to spectate apparently. So.
Alright,
Okay, he's
Simpsons
asking all
just
these
messaged
questions
me.
that I'm not prepared for. So,
My push to talk's killing me.
Oh,
we got
now
Simpsons here.
Simster
Okay.
shows up. Now Simster's here.
Here he is.
I thought, what time was it at?
20 minutes, half an hour ago.
No, what was the time you put?
7:30 p.m. GMT.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's my fault.
Welcome, Simster.
Fashionably
Sorry,
late.
I just
Love
got.
it.
Is
Yeah.
everyone streaming? I don't want to put my
Yeah.
business out there. I
Yeah,
got
I
a
am.
bad.
Yeah, mate,
I got a
yeah.
bad call today, so I had to deal with it.
Oh, sorry, mate.
All right.
You don't have to be here if you don't want to, Zimmy.
No, I'm good. I'm always
Okay.
my cheery self. We're good.
Well, you can.
That's
you
right.
Come
You can
back,
carry me and Caden now.
These
because
questions
we're
are easy.
obviously failing.
So-
come back
so-
Okay.
and save the quiz for your banana team.
I am so sorry, guys.
It's alright, mate. So we're just getting about halfway through the quiz, Zimmy. If you know the answer, then just shout bananas, alright, and then give me the answer.
What,
Yes,
are
sir.
what are the names of the teams? I've forgotten my team name again.
I'll move.
What's it? Apples. It is
Isn't it
apples.
all
there you go.
fruit? Is this fruit related? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
It's
That's
food
what you
related,
think you
yeah.
need to be answering for.
Right.
Okay then. Question 6. What was the name of season 4?
Season 4. What was season 4? again?
Bananas.
Ooh, bananas.
Soldiers of Fortune.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
-1 point.
Yeah, minus that's definitely.
Someone's got to answer it still.
Season 4 was
From bananas or?
From anywhere.
I know
Come on,
this.
Banana, you know this. You know this. I'm useless. I'm in the middle of a game.
Evo,
Season
you know that.
4?
Fine.
I mean, I can answer it
should
if
know
I can.
this.
Bananas.
Yeah, go on then, Zimmy. Bananas.
It's Blood of the Empire.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't remember off. We're bad at this.
That's what it
Jesus.
was.
Blood
Yeah,
of
I
the
got
Empire. Yeah, that was the name of the season.
fire thing out of my head.
I knew it was something.
Seasons ago.
I thought I had
like, I
it,
remember
then
the
I
was like,
remembered
that's
the
where the-
Empire.
No,
I
that's
just couldn't
season
remember
3.
what it
I've
was.
been here
Blood
for
of
every
the
season.
Empire.
It's hard
Yeah.
to remember.
Yeah, that's my excuse too.
Especially the
Evo.
name, especially the name of the season.
That's all right. Zimster
Right.
got it. We're good.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that, Harlequin, I went back and quickly checked, make sure I didn't pull up something else.
My chat is saying season 4 was titled Forgetful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no,
That's a bit
that
harsh.
wasn't bad. That
Season
wasn't
4 was
bad.
good.
Come
I
on.
like season 4. What do you mean?
I mean, the units were worth it.
Yo.
Yeah, season 4 was a good season.
Okay, question 7. What region has the ruined fiefs introduced in season
Bananas.
6?
Oh, bananas.
Ooh, that's
Apples.
bananas, Simster.
That's Asteria.
Yeah. Well, apples
Damn,
are
the
trading
bananas have
here.
got too many people now. Jesus, let's get them out.
Midway through the quiz, apples you're on 1 point, bananas you're on
Jeez.
3, cheesecake you're on 3. So everything to go for still here.
Let's go.
Question 8. Name all full paths which were introduced to give new players a better way of getting into the game.
Bananas.
Apple.
Oh, damn, Timmy, you are quick.
It's valor, faith, justice, and wisdom.
He's got it.
Damn. We're slacking here, Apples.
We are indeed, yeah.
I don't pay attention enough to that stuff.
Dude, there's just too much good stuff in there. I just remember taking my time going through it.
Okay, question 9. Name the horse which will be dropping in the Christmas
Apples.
Switch Drops campaign. Oh, go on, move.
Shadow horse.
Oh,
No. That was the last Twitch Drops.
Is it not?
Cheesecake?
No, Shadow was the last one.
Yeah, go Drew.
Oh, no.
Phantom's going to be the new one.
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to get
I
it
thought
right.
Phantom
Drew
was the
better
last
know.
one.
Thank you.
Sure you didn't get it right.
Do we have stats? Do we have stats on that horse?
They didn't show it yet. I don't think
No,
they
they haven't
showed
showed
the
it yet.
image.
Nah,
I'm pretty
secret.
sure it said Shadow.
Find out when you get it from watching Twitch shops, won't you?
Yeah.
So you gonna learn.
Okay, question 10. What season
I think they're meant to be.
introduced the mall?
Oh,
Cheesecake.
bananas.
Or
Apples,
was it
apples.
cheesecake there? That was a cheesecake.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm a mall user. Come on.
Oh, I was still
Yeah,
stuck on the
Alpha
last
should know this
question.
one.
No, I didn't. I knew that anyway. Easy
Okay.
question.
Question 11, second to last question. What unit's battle cry in the barracks is a long arm and a strong reach?
Apples.
Go on, move.
Fortune ratios.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Finally.
Right, now I feel bad. I'm the only person that's probably not answered a question yet. I keep going to say Apples and it's already done.
Okay, the last question. How much shared experience can be stored until you hit
Bananas.
the limit?
Bananas.
I said bananas. Why did I say
Bananas.
bananas?
I'm saying bananas because I'm a
It's-
banana.
Okay,
It's,
go on,
1
go
million.
on. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, easy one.
I'm such a nerd.
Okay,
Damn.
so tie
Everyone wants to be
break.
Team Banana.
Tie break
We're
between
the best.
bananas and cheesecake. All right, ready?
Mm.
Who is Coffee Fuel Gaming?
Apple.
Bananas.
Go on, bananas.
Glenn GG.
Yeah.
That was a risky question. I would have thought I could think of quite a few answers
I
to
was
go for
hoping
that
you
one.
were gonna say-
I was gonna say content creator for Conqueror.
I got this, Chad. I
Podcast.
got
tell
There's
you
there's
what.
all kinds of answers.
That one threw me off.
Simster saved it for you there.
So why did you have to come in and ruin all the fun?
I should have just stayed out.
Hey, he wasn't here the
Unbelievable.
first 3 questions, so you guys had a head start.
Yeah, that's why we got rid of him for the first 3 questions. What do you mean?
I'm a
So I
fast
think we're
talker.
doing the giveaway after this.
I
I
just,
think.
I just said bananas too many times.
Oh, so did we only get 2 points for
It's
apples?
like-
Yeah.
Bananas on the mind.
Awesome.
It was
Okay,
all
so-
a ruse to put you on the wrong team by not giving you the banana team hand banana.
I was kind of shocked by that, by the way.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
too,
me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
my balls up. My bad.
The randomness of just you not being on there. It's like, okay.
So the final scores: Apples trading way behind with 2 points.
Ooh,
Cheesecake.
calling you guys out.
2
5
more than I was
points,
expecting. Okay.
and bananas 6 points. So
Yeah,
Wow.
baby.
all those scores are going to be combined with the next quizzes as well. So it's still everything to play for.
Ooh.
But the first giveaway is going to happen now on. I think all of our channels. I think everyone's got a code to give away.
Yep.
haven't they, for the first one.
I could start streaming here, so let me do
Awesome.
that.
So whoever stream channel you are in, they will tell you how to enter their competition, and this will be for one of the prizes tonight. So each streamer has their own prizes to give away. So whoever stream you are on, you have a chance to win one prize from them. If you're in all of our streams, then obviously you've got a chance to win a prize from all of us. So just follow your guidance from whichever streamer you're watching in how to enter that giveaway, and we'll end that in 3 minutes time. Let's give it 3 minutes. So you've got 3 minutes to enter.
Does that mean Evo's got 3 minutes to go for a wee?
If you can wee in 3 minutes, Evo, then yes.
I actually
I
need to
hope
check
so.
what
We'll find out.
The question
What
is,
the
can he
first
wash
one
his
is.
hands in time as well?
Done.
Well,
here we
it
go.
will need to be 20 seconds to wash his hands. So
That's a new rule?
that's the new
So
rule.
let's
That's the
start
code rules. Have you
with
not heard the song?
this one, and then we'll do the five. So we'll do a 7-day premium first. So that's now open, and you guys can now enter
Yeah,
that one,
you
and
got to
then
do
the
it for
next
20
one will
seconds.
have
You've
full
got songs to sing to
525
go along
sovereign.
with
So
it.
the 7-day
Cool.
premium's
It's
pretty
the
damn
only
good.
way.
So
Well,
Bitsy Spider.
enter.
Yeah.
While we're
That's
See
the
everyone
premiums is one of them.
spilling into
having this
that
giveaway
fantastically.
run, Timmy, as you the first bit, give us your likes and dislikes of season 5.
There you go.
Season
Right.
5. Oh, where do I start? Hold on. Season 5. To me, it was just a grinding season. Like the F4 quest helped a ton, so it just like everyone. The F4 quest coming out in season 5 was huge for new players. So I
Oops.
think for new players, it was definitely like one of the best seasons by far, by how much you can do within the season. But besides that, the units were decent. Actually gotta look again at what units season. I've been so focused on season 6, I've totally lose track of all the other seasons.
Oh, it does go over.
But
Good
let's
test.
take a look here. I mean, besides that, like the campaign was odd
Well, let me use
in
them.
my opinion for like TWs, because like you had like Daiching and Toro open, and then it was like closed. You couldn't attack it, and then you had Regionopolis. I just felt like there was a lot of shuffling. Like all the big houses just kept shuffling around to try to have a chance at things. I think what should happen is maybe do more at once. Like doing Toro and Daiching was a great idea, but if you do stuff like that, maybe do Regionopolis and CC at the same time. So then like you have to commit to one. You can't go for both. Like it gives different opportunities for different houses, stuff like that. But yeah, that like stuff like that. But it was a fun season. The servers started stability came back, so that's something I'm really happy about. That's about it. That's all I got right now.
Did I make it?
Awesome.
You made it. I don't know. You got like a minute. I think you can go back and wash your hands properly.
I even managed to get a beer on the way, so I did quickly.
You
So
definitely
what
didn't
did
wash your hands
everyone
then.
like and dislike about
And I'm at the top of
season
the garden. I have to
5?
run across the
So
garden.
anything that stood out? Anything that you guys didn't like?
I'm never going to continue.
He's just weeding his bucket beside him.
Yeah.
Tim-
No,
Tim-
I'm
Redeemed
just wondering if he has a bush just by the shed.
Scarecrow says, I am here. Where is
Not on
the
this
fire?
occasion.
My hands are
Let's go with
cold. Someone give me some ale.
Okay,
Welcome,
so everyone on the
Scarecrow.
streams, you've got 1 minute left to enter the giveaways.
Jigsaw, welcome to the stream.
Anybody want to chat about anything for a minute?
Y'all ready for Christmas? Since it is a Christmas podcast.
Well, I live in Kent, so you can imagine what our Christmas is going to be like.
Yeah.
You're not having a Christmas present, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of got cancelled, didn't it? Last minute as well. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see friends and family, but I kind of understand what's going on at the moment. But yeah, it's still a bit frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, in my region, we're pretty locked down as well, and we've got all these rules in place, and you see everybody just breaking these rules. They keep extending the restrictions, and it's just very frustrating to happen. I mean, like in terms of my family, I live close to all my family. I've got my daughter, and she's got a whole bunch of cousins, and we usually always get together, and everybody's around the same age. And it's like this year, everyone has to do it by themselves. So
Yeah,
my kids are super spoiled this year.
I'm pretty lucky because I'm up in the north, so I can still sneak off to my parents as long as they don't change the rules in the next
For me, it
few
was
days.
the fact that the big houses had a free
Anything
pass
can
to attack
happen,
people with no
Yeah,
repercussions.
taking my laptop
What do you
to my
mean by
parents
that?
and I'll be working
Like
for my parents on Christmas
just
Day.
being bullied, or just
Yeah, anything
I've
because there was
finished
the
it, yeah.
cohorts
Real-
and stuff
real
like that to give
Yeah,
a bit of
Alright,
strength. And I know
Phil.
some of the
So-
cohorts even did
Awesome. Right then,
discords
so if
just for
everyone
them
wants
as well.
to come to a close with their giveaways and select
Yep.
one winner. Once you've found a winner, everyone that's watching the streams, if you are the winner, please send whoever you're watching and you're getting a prize from your in-game server name and your in-game character name. I kind of screwed up saying that. Just so we can pass those on to Drew, so he's got a list of who's won.
Right, let's do this giveaway quickly. All right. Yeah, I've got a bit of an animation going, so I might be another 30 seconds for it to do the giveaway. All right, here we go. See who the winner is. All right, let's see who's won this one. And the winner is Zaron Cat. Zaron Cat, you have 30 seconds to say that. Anything in chat. So Zaron Cat, anything in chat to win the giveaway? Just say it. Say, I'm here, I'm Zaron Cat, and I have won a 7-day premium account. Why isn't my name in there? Not sure. Pretty sure it was, wasn't it? You should type, where is Zaron Cat? Oh no! Zaron Cat's not here. I'm gonna have to run it again. No! Unbelievable. Right, let's run that again. Hi Dingy. Dinny, you're there. You're definitely there. Zaron Cat is out, unfortunately. There we go. So you're definitely in there. Right, let's see. What I'll do next is actually let the other one run during the stream. So we'll see there. Lost Legion bias. Cheeky bugger. There's literally no bias. It's just a lot of Lost Legions. Watch me. Oh my god, it was almost... Oh, Xyrock! Xyrock! Are you here? You better be here or I'll flip and kick your ass. And let's see if you're here. Xyrock. Oh, type again. You're definitely here. You're over there. Here I am, Daddy, he says. Xyrock is the winner. Xyrock is the winner for that. Thank you very much for entering, and we'll clear the list now. Let me just put my code in, and we will run the next one in a second as well, and I'll send you that prize now as well. Oh, right. Get the other one going whilst you're listening to everyone talk. Let's get this one done. And this is for 525 Sovereign. 525. There we go. Save. I'll run that now. Let's wait for the stuff to start. There we go. Straight in there. Tamadam is straight in there. I didn't even manage to play. I was like AFK. Unbelievable. Right, let's go back to our game.
Zumi, Season 6 was the most thing you look forward to. What's
Hero death twice. Somehow I died twice.
I'm pretty sure you said my name. Just making sure.
Yeah, Zumi.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is the Rune Fiefs. Like I'm sure a lot of people are gonna say that. That and shared XP. Those two things alone, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see more PvE stuff going on. Something that's been needed for a little bit now, and I knew it'd be coming eventually. I just didn't know how long we'd have to wait. But we finally got something new, so I'm excited about that. The tavern's a really nice touch. It actually creates a warmer feel about the game. You know, there's some kind of like I don't know, not nostalgia, but like everyone has like that tavern idea, and now like you actually have a tavern in the game, and you know it actually kind of lives up to like probably what the community standards are.
Just
like,
remember
I like
who said tavern first. I think it was our second podcast.
Yeah, I'm happy. The stability, the new servers is cool. Let's see how that goes. I'm interested to see how the population works out for that. And then I want to see the rest of the campaign, the Season 6 campaign for TWs. And that's about it for me. That's all my likes and things I'm wondering about right now.
Awesome. Mouflon?
I also like the tavern idea. If you guys remember, I think I mentioned it in our first or second podcast about the idea of introducing a tavern. It would be nice to see some more lore around it. I think the lore stuff for the season were fantastic because they really kind of gave a really good teaser, and I've been asking about that for about that as well, like how the lore can sort of expand, but also like in terms of teasers before the season. So it's really nice to have that. It would be nice to have something as well where maybe the content creators are in on as well. It could be something small as well, but yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Also, like the season change as well, like the way the season, in terms of the season of winter, has really changed the map as well, and just the battles as well. So I think that's a nice touch, really. And yeah, I think I'm kind of like geared up now to see how, especially even the addition of this PvE side of Territory Wars is going to work as well. Obviously, I think it's kind of encountered a small hiccup today with some of the fiefs being able to donate to and stuff like that, but I'm sure the devs will work out a way to resolve that soon.
Awesome. Moving on to you then, Mark.
Yeah, I like the tavern idea. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with all the different NPCs and stuff in the whole tavern in general. Because I know that's what we were speaking about
Your
during
code
the
as well,
actual
Cyrek. Yeah, I'll
season
get,
preview, which was
do I
interesting.
get
So
code?
I like that
Yes,
idea.
you do.
And
Get
also the
code. I'll
dynamic
get you
changes
sorted
to
out.
the outside map is going to be interesting to see how it changes the whole territory war, especially from the movement between fiefs and fielding and how that's all going to work in terms of the territory war. It'll be interesting as well because there's also a lot more PvE stuff to it, which will actually keep it more interesting for some people that aren't wanting to go like heavy into PvP side of things to start with, even for new players. Because I know it's a lot to learn in the game in general as a new player, so it'll be quite good for them just to help and like learn with their housemates and their friends and stuff
Just
through
ever loads
a lot
up.
of these PvE events that will help them kind of level and use their units
Wow.
and
Takes
figure
a
out how
while
to play
to
the
load
game
up.
more so.
Sweet. Thank you, mate. King Alpha?
All right. So, I'm really excited about season 6. I think the Lion Store is something that I hope just carries on into the next seasons. Obviously, it doesn't need
Let's get
to
that
be
code
called the
sent
Lion
to
Store,
you.
but I mean, like, call it something else and introduce it another way because I know Lions aren't obviously going past the season. But new units are interesting. I think
And
when doing
congrats,
testing and stuff
Cyrek.
was pretty fun, even though the Liao Rangers
Here
were
we go.
like going buck wild and then they'll stop immediately and you're just like,
Enjoy.
what? But other than that, I think this season is definitely going to be a very interesting, a lot more rewards it feels, and I feel like it's just setting up for season 7 to be even greater than probably what this season is going to be when it comes to service stability and getting a lot of players to play together more or less, not just to just go solo play all the time. Um, which is really nice, and more PvE events. I know people have been asking for that as well, so that sounds good.
Sweet. Caden?
Yeah, it is okay, mate. I am
Yeah,
listening,
yeah.
I promise. Yeah. So like a lot of them saying, I'm really interested to see how you guys find the Ruined Thieves. I think it's a really interesting new system to add. Yes, we've had a few bumpy starts with it today, but hopefully we'll get that fixed soon for you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to most. I'm also
Don't know why I
interested to
missed
see
that
how
guy.
Territory Wars goes with everyone all piled into Unvaria. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how all the big houses and all the little houses manage to
It's not
grab
hitting
thieves and see
again.
how that plays out for me. But yeah, that's what I'm quite looking forward to see. Just the interplay between the community to see how things end up in Territory Wars.
So I know you're not going to say who, but are you part of a house at the minute, Caden?
I am not right now. I tend to just hang out in the cohorts because I
Pump the
can't really
cohorts.
dedicate a lot of time to territory wars. I've said this a few times before. I don't think it's fair that I'm going to take up the slot if I'm not going to be there for the territory wars every time. When they could get a more active player in that's going to be there for every war. So while I would like to be part of a house, I don't think it's fair to take up a slot from someone that can guarantee to be there for them all. So yeah, I just tend to hang out in the cohorts and just take part where I can.
I think even as the cohort is going to be a little bit chaotic, isn't it?
It'll be a bit crowded this time round.
That's always fun. Awesome, and Harlequin.
You screwed us over. It's all Russian.
Season 6.
What are you talking about in terms
First
of
of all,
how
Caden,
many?
if you happen to play on NA, my house is a bit more casual. You can join.
Where your damage was fixed. Oh yeah, my damage.
I
Bloody
should
hell!
have
Tell me
been,
about it.
but
It's
no, I'm
like
on EU, I'm afraid.
it's nice now. Look at that.
See?
It's like
no,
it's still
I'm looking
getting some
forward to seeing
registry
how
issues, hitbox issues.
the whole stuff
but
in
apart from
Australia
that,
is
it's
going to
cool.
work. So that's really interesting. I was really excited to see that. I like the fact that the devs are spending more time this season concentrating on fixing the issues we've had and fixing all the features that were unintentional before, rather than pushing out new units and just giving us upgrades instead. So using it as a sort of, I don't want to say filler season because there's a lot of new content, but giving us the ability to have content while they have the ability to spend more time fixing things that are broken actually was really exciting to me. Because I want to see it continue to grow.
Oh, Russian houses, yeah.
So
It
that's
can be.
actually my
It is
favorite
an
thing about
issue
this
actually,
season is
and I
it's
think they
more
are
of a
kind of
step
aware
back
of
from adding new
some of
units
those
in, and more of a step in
like
adding
powerhouses kind
other
of taking over
content,
and stuff, which is
if
I
that
think
makes sense.
why they introduced the
So-
PvE element as well, because I think they're hoping that's going to help.
You then, Banana.
Alrighty. So for season 6, I agree with pretty much everything everybody's already said. PvE is a great thing to add to the game, especially for game growth, because a lot of people would shy away from the game just because it's only PvP.
Well, to be
based,
honest, I mean
even
that's
though
why we
me
kind of,
personally,
as
I only
companions,
do
merged
PvP,
with
and that's my favorite
Saxons
thing to do.
because we
Might not be
wanted
others.
to,
So that's a
you
great
know,
thing.
keep a place for
the units
for international people
I do agree
to
with what Harold said
to
about the
still
units,
be
and
able
that
to have
may
a
be
house
reason for,
and
like,
enjoy
some
the
sort of
game.
maintenance, process I'm trying to fix
She
things.
absolutely got blasted there.
But going
Let's
off
see
like
how much
community
that killed.
reaction, after I made my most recent video of the preview event, I had a lot of comments.
I think that
saying,
number's
like,
Treb, is
you
it?
know, oh, great video, you did a
8,000
great
damage.
job, but like I'm super mad about the units this season, which a lot of people were. Obviously, that's not on our like our version of the game. That's not on us. We're you know, we have publishers. That's on the developer side of things, and it was kind of disappointing to me to have that reaction. Do you know what I mean?
It's
You know,
season
'cause
6,
we
so
have,
why
like, the
no?
snow and all this stuff
Oh
on
no,
top,
why
and
you
like,
merge?
oh,
Yeah, I
Vikings.
mean there's 8
And
lines now.
I'm
in-
perplexed as to why they don't just do it. You know what I mean? I'm perplexed as to why, because it's been asked about for so long. Why don't they just do it like Vikings or Samurai or something like that? Because it's like a community-wide thing that is wanted, and I just don't know why. It's like are they saving it for like a couple seasons down the road or something? But it was just strange to me. The units this season, the buff to the poleaxe, however, I was very happy about, because that was definitely an underperforming weapon in my opinion. In comparison to like the maul, like you would play maul over poleaxe, it was just better. Now I think the poleaxe will be able to compete a little more, which I'm really happy about. And what I said previously, once we get those purple doctrines, the unit doctrines, I cannot wait for that to actually come to our version. And it seems as though, from what I'm hearing, we're making some great progress on that. And once that happens, you know, this is just my opinion, but a lot of the balance issues that we have are gonna go away. There will obviously still be always balance issues and stuff, but there will be it'll be much better once we have those doctrines. And it's just because I've experienced it. Like I know what they do. They make the units more powerful so that the weapons aren't as pervasive. You know, your maul or short sword can't just like belly flop your whole unit or kill the whole thing because they're stronger. And I'm really, really hoping that the season that we can see that could be like an extra boost to the season, just like, along with all the great things that are coming with it, they'll just boost it up so much more. And that's about all I got. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you, mate. Moving on to you then, Evo.
Quite a truthful
Yeah, I mean,
response there.
just to build on a few points other people have said and Banana said, I wouldn't necessarily have.
Just
I
let me
wasn't. I
choose
was
server
surprised
for my
at the poleaxe
character.
changes personally. I
That's
certainly
been
agree
asked
with the
for a
longsword ones. I
lot.
mean,
A
longsword's
lot.
been sort of underperforming for a long time. I wasn't so sure about the poleaxe changes, but I guess we'll kind of have to see how that plays out. Do very much agree though with the units. A slightly strange selection. I feel like it's probably an attempt to please everyone a little bit. It's a little bit of a sort of a compromise position, and I think probably it would have been better to go sort of firmly historically west or firmly historically east in that sense, probably rather than sort of a middle, slightly more fantasy ground. But I think some of the attires that we've seen, I know there's been some changes in the attire department at Booming, and I think that's really come through. I think the attires look really top rate this season, which is really nice to see. So I think some of that stuff's been really good. Again, yeah, I agree with the PvE stuff. The Ruined Reefs, I think, is a really good mechanic. The Lion's Store and the way they're introducing that. Really big fan of all that sort of side of things.
EU1. So you're on EU1.
I kind of disagree with the shared XP stuff.
No,
I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Markov Guy, who shares the same name as first name as me.
It makes life sound a lot easier, but I think it's going to significantly reduce unit variety in matches because there's no longer going to be sort of any incentive to bring sort of the crappy units that you're trying to level up. I think we're going to see a lot more stalwarts, a lot more sort of meta units, and a lot less of those sort of, I don't know, Rattan Pikemen and other sort of sundry crap units that everyone sort of brings, because I don't think there's going to be really much incentive to bring them anymore. So I don't know, I'm a bit sort of 50-50 on the shared XP, if that's going to kind of have some unintended consequences.
He got me again!
But I guess we'll have to see.
Awesome. Thank you.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
31,000?
Evo, I didn't think of that at all. Like, as a,
It's a keen shot he has there, isn't it?
That's actually pretty interesting,
Look at all the guys standing in front of him.
Yeah, it was just something that sort of, I guess I just thought of.
Direct headshot.
It's because we see quite a lot of meta units, I guess, at the moment, but most people, I mean, at least me, once I've leveled up a unit, I'm always trying to level something. So
you just killed somebody else.
Even if I'm not really going to play it. And,
Oh, you're the guy with the interesting name. Yeah, you need to change that.
So, moving on to
especially if they change their policy.
Any thoughts or feelings about Season 6?
Well, I mean, you guys have covered so much of everything. In terms of, in my personal opinion, is I'm really anxious to see how the territory will play out with all the different mechanics that have been introduced. Particularly the Ruined Thieves, who's going to go for getting the donations so they get that first ownership of the thief, who's going to hold back, let the other guys get it, and then try to just take the ownership from them right away. I think there's a lot of interesting strategies that are going to come into play.
Let's try that again.
Once that round of the territory works comes in to see who's going to do what. I'm actually quite keen to see how that plays out. The traveling mechanics with the blizzard, if you get slow during the blizzard during a territory war and you can't get there and whatnot, I think it's going to be very interesting. So I'm a little bit of a devil's advocate in that, like, I know, like, having
just
the
carves through them, look
not widely accepted as a positive thing. I personally like this the a bit more restrictive battlefield in terms of
we're being flanked, aren't we?
Competitive, like, it's that much more important. However, maybe one region is too small. I mean, I think there's the things that need to be played with and whatnot. But I like to see the competitive aspect of the territory wars when it comes to that sort of thing. One thing that nobody's touched on that I'm personally excited for, just because this is part of what I manage, is I'm really looking forward to the tournament server updates that we are hoping to be able to get done next month. And quite frankly, I've been working with the creators and people in the community for 6 or 7 months now to try to continue to develop the competitive aspect of our community, get more people involved in that, and being able to actually see some results from that, I think is very exciting for me. So I'm hoping that more people are going to be more interested to host more events on the tournament server, so particularly with these improvements. So That's one exciting aspect for me.
I was going to say, actually, yeah, from obviously what you were saying the other day, it sounds like there's quite a host of changes coming from the tournament, so there isn't there?
Yeah, just things that are going to make things a lot more, competitive, even playing field, and then, as when we get that one fix for getting Steam accounts access to the tournament server, making getting onto the tournament server that much easier, and that it's just a few clicks rather than a whole headache. I think that's going to make things way better. I think that's really. I think a lot of people are holding off on being tournament hosts because of that, which is completely fair.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, looking forward to those sort of aspects.
Nice kill, was it?
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm pretty keen to start playing the Ruined Fief though. I'm personally I like PvE more than PvP. That's just my play style, so I'm looking forward.
Awesome. So we've gone through everyone now. Obviously, voice what we're thinking about season 6. Has anyone got anything else they want to add and say after hearing everyone?
I was just wondering what the rest. Sorry, go on. Sorry, go.
That's
You
right.
go.
Reckon
I
says,
was
I
gonna say,
like
as
they
far
force
as
you
the
to bring
shared
good
XP, I
units
think
with
it
shared
will
XP.
be
It
a
forces the
lot
devs
more
to actually
beneficial
balance
than
more units.
detrimental.
Can't just have
Just
range meta
because
all the time.
it
Just
to
was,
level
true.
gold era units is
Spotlight, welcome.
really expensive. And that's going to be a way to level gold era units without maybe going broke in the process. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I think there are some small changes that could be made that would potentially make those other crap units, as Evo is calling them, the less used units, maybe a little bit more used, even if it's not for leveling.
Potentially. I mean, you could always have something like a variety. You get a bonus if you bring a variety of tiers or something like that. If you have 3+.
Well, you do get
eras.
10% more, don't you? Like, because
Right.
technically you get the
Yeah.
XP plus 10%. So technically
Yeah.
you get more bringing units that don't have full levels. So
I thought the wording. I may have been misinterpreting the wording, but I thought it was you get 10% of the XP that you earn goes into the pool. But I might be wrong on that. Now that we're talking about.
You get basically 100% normally if everything's max level, and if you bring a unit that you're leveling, then it's 110%.
yeah,
So you're gaining 10%,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
but it's probably not enough of an incentive to make it worth what you're going to get more XP having a better game playing Star Wars than you are trying to bring your level 1 Iron Reapers. I would say generally.
I think it all comes down to the cost for the unit kits as well, whether it's worth getting that extra 10% leveling up, or whether it's worth keeping them on the sideline until they're leveled up, and you're
Yeah.
not wasting unit kits there.
If anybody here remembers that first gold cav unit that they leveled up, I don't know about you guys, but that was expensive.
Well, people this season don't have to worry about that because they pretty much can level a whole like level 30 unit with just the F4. So like new players
Yeah,
don't have to
that's
worry
true.
about cost as much. But yeah, we definitely had to go through it from like obviously any season before that.
Yeah,
So
if
that's
I
the thing
had
I
all
see.
the money
It's
I
cost
put into
effective.
it, oh,
Yeah, it's very cost effective, but I get where Evo's coming to. It's like I remember bringing like
Tony thinks shared
serfs
XP
into
is
battles just
stupid.
because I wanted to level them really quick. Like
Yeah,
it's fun to
exactly.
just see what they can do, and it's like an experience, like a certain type of experience you get from just playing with other units that you usually wouldn't use. Kind of lets you
Yeah.
open your eyes a little bit.
I think we're all missing some miscellaneous info here. Is the fact that now your units retreat after 10 seconds of you dying, which is which can be good but also bad. So it's a nice new type of strategy, whether you want to keep your units immediately there.
yeah, if you have
whether
a
you-
2-minute
That's a good-
cooldown on resing and your stalwarts are sitting on that home point keeping it from being capped,
Yeah.
that's a lot different than please don't let them run away at 10 seconds versus if your Falcon Eddies are sitting beside the
Oh
home
my-
point
yeah,
and they're
That is a good
charging it with
point.
cab. It's like,
That is a very
no,
good
please
point.
run faster. So-
Oh, and then also, they did even reduce the amount of time. Like the max
TW
was
is for
90
meta.
seconds when you
Siege should
die
not
a
be
bunch of times.
100%
I've never
meta.
gotten that
Yeah,
high, I think. But
That is a
Oh,
very
yeah.
good point you make,
They
actually,
brought it
Tony.
down to 75, which is
That
also
lies,
nice.
King. I've seen you get that high. I don't know what you mean.
Ah, what do you mean?
I have
I want
totally
to
seen
know.
that.
I've seen it.
Buckingham
Remember those
says, but you
24
still
hour
want to win
binges?
Siege.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you
wait,
do,
wait,
but I
wait.
think
If I
that
can,
He doesn't
When he was
remember.
Seen
He
level
wasn't even. He was
lower
bleeding.
level
He just had his eyes open.
heroes being able to do really well, and I
I-
think
if I
maybe
could
this will
just add a
change the
quick thing,
dynamics of Sieges.
just like a quick thing about the so before the shared unit XP. Let's say like so last season, I made an alt character on a different server, and got it up to about level 100. And in that amount of
Medric, by the way,
time,
Move, how do you
playing
not have
up to
any
level
extra
100,
leadership?
I got
Because I don't put any
two
points.
T5
I
cavalry
don't
almost max level with the current system
use
in place.
anything in additional
So
leadership because I never
so
go
I
through
do
those
agree with
units.
Devo on the point
TW,
of
you
maybe
take
a
in
little
2
too much,
units. Once they die, they
just
die.
because currently it's already to me
You come
currently
out of
it's
the
already
match.
enough.
Siege,
What I'll say on
I
that. Just
rarely
because
get
I
through
was
all my
in that
units.
situation,
It
a new
happens, but
player
rarely.
getting up to level 100, which is not getting to level 100 is not all that much playtime, but getting to pretty much maxed out level monastics and
Yeah,
messiahs
as a short
with
bow,
the
you want
unfold
to really
challenges and
go
everything.
max on
I mean,
everything as well.
that's
As you can
kind
see,
of
I
proof
mean,
right there that we
you know,
already
like
have a very
musket can
good
still
system in
hit
place for new players.
6,000 on you, and you're still hitting. You know, you get crit, you get 4,000.
I actually want to touch again on the unit style, or not the unit style, but the season style. Where it was stated before about looking forward to like Vikings, samurai, etc. It seems like this season is more of a Germanic, or even like has almost like the Siberian or the Saxon feel to it.
Oh my god, there's an
Which is like the deep north,
Harlequin pet.
that kind of thing.
Oh
Which
no,
I
she's
actually
sweet.
kind of
Actually,
like that style.
she swears
I
a
would
lot
like to see
in her
Vikings, but I
streams.
think that's more of like a fall set. And I can understand not bringing in like samurai for winter. That would be more like a spring type feel, because you got the cherry blossoms and everything there. And Samurai Kitty definitely approves of that idea. But it's I can see why they would have not done the Viking or the samurai there, but I definitely want to see those in the future.
I was actually going to say that. Are you all looking forward to? Would you all like Vikings and Samurai to make an appearance at some point?
Oh, absolutely.
And
I mean, it's just like from a community standpoint. Like I try to like, I mean, like a lot of us here. Like, I take a lot of feedback from like my community. You know, just watching other people's videos, reading the comments, just seeing what the general basis of opinion is, and season over season,
Not sure about this
these
blur.
same two things come up. You know, Vikings and Samurai, and that's why I'm just perplexed as to why there's this community outcry for it, but it hasn't happened. It's like if you did it, you know, if they did it, the game growth would be insane. In my
Can't hear
opinion,
them.
be like if people would come back, be like, oh, they finally did Vikings. You know, we'd have old players who have quit come back, in my opinion, just because of those two things.
But
I
can I add something really quick? Is with that, like I 100% with you. Is like
Oh, you should show
content
the
is king,
damage on it.
right? Like we always can agree, like content makes games what they are. So of course I think like they strive to give new content, and like Vikings is a great idea. But I mean, it's something I don't think they need to do yet. Like it's not like the game's dying or anything like that. But like I feel like that's going to be a huge game changer when they do that, and it's going to give them. They're going to need a lot more time. Their main focus right now was the servers. Like if we can all agree, like their main focus was the servers, and just like guaranteeing that the game can
Can't
survive
hear
and
them from
have
here.
certain stability that might alone bring back players too. You know, like a
Rakinon
lot of
says
people
the worst
quit
thing
because of
is the
stability
blur
of the
when
servers,
you are on
like a
R2
good
while
portion.
it gets
And it's
destroyed.
good
Yeah,
that
I
they
know.
did a lot of
Sometimes it
commitment
stays.
towards
Yeah.
like figuring out a way to help the situation, you know, and not break it more. And like that probably could have killed the game, you know. So at least I'm sure they want to do stuff like that, but they probably just didn't have the manpower to make it happen.
Well, honestly, if we look at it too, I mean, if they had done a Viking season for this season, but only given us like unit upgrades, what would the outcry have been on that, honestly? Because when they do that, It's like, in my opinion, they really need to add like
those
a class
hurt.
that uses axes, like maybe an axe and shield or something, and then units that do the same thing that are like the axes or like the sword and shield, maybe another sword and shield unit, like a charge unit or something. But I really want to see, that's when they need to add like the ship battles, because they've already added ships into the game. Give us the Viking warfare for that. So not adding it right now is
A
definitely a good
160
play.
hit.
Because if they don't add that stuff, then people in the future, people that are looking at it are like, okay, so you gave us something that looks like a Viking. Now where are our real stuff? Like, really? So having more of a quote unquote filler season that's like more Saxonish and using what we've already got and just some upgrades and stuff definitely feels a lot better than if they had pushed out something that the community's been yelling for but not done it right. I would much rather a filler season personally.
I think you've also got to remember that, you know, we're also a very
I don't think it's China doesn't allow Summarize. I think it's just timing. I really honestly think it's timing. I think they will do Vikings.
So any development or any sort of feedback we give in terms of Vikings, or we want Vikings, isn't necessarily reflected in other parts of the world. So I think there's also that balance. But then that probably harks back why the Samurais are such a good middle ground for a season. But I guess there's also that element that you know, that they have to consider all the different regions of where this same game is being released is kind of part of it as well that gets factored in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just time. Yeah, sorry.
Go on.
Yeah, I just think it's timing as well. I think they at one point they might actually decide to bring them in. I mean, I think I think when I saw the like I said, when I saw the boats, the first thing I thought of was, oh, they're planning. You know, this must be a precursor to the Vikings coming in, and but obviously, I mean, I think I still strongly believe the Vikings will come, but I just feel that maybe the developers just need a bit more time on it. But I agree with I think it was Lost that said just about the samurais. Then why didn't they bring in the samurais? Because that could, you know, locality wise, that could be quite interesting. But yeah, I think I mean, you know, the seasons are relatively short in perspective. So I think, you know, there's loads of opportunity for, you know, like season 7 and 6 and stuff like that to actually see something. So I think it's just a matter of time, really, isn't it, that we do start seeing these units that we've been waiting for. Could also be like in terms of optimization. You know, I mean, we still don't really know why the elephant hasn't been introduced, and there could be multiple reasons for that. You know, whether it's they're not really sure what to do with it, whether it's a rideable, whether it's a unit. You know, so maybe they're just waiting for the right opportunity or the right season to kind of introduce that. So yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, and just a quick one from personal perspective, I think we will be seeing both units at some point in the future. Is like you've all kind of said. I think it's probably down to more optimization issues and season issues rather than them just not listening and not doing it. So I think we will see it at some point or another, which will be good. But I want to kind of move on now to move on this game because the time is very quickly getting eaten up here. So to do this, we're all going to have to jump onto Mouflon's stream.
Yeah,
So
and
give
you've got me in a game, Glyn, as well.
Oh,
You added us it. How many minutes are left?
This is so well planned, isn't it?
I have to rush C now.
We'll wait for our game to finish there. Has anyone else got anything that they want to chat about quickly? It doesn't have to be season 6 related.
Could always
totally related.
talk about the artillery changes, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, because I mean, I think we did a nice test actually, and Evo as well, and myself, which was quite interesting, and I think that's gonna. Well, for one thing, it's definitely going to change the dynamics completely of territory wars. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe they were nerfed a little bit too much. I don't know. I don't know what the thought is with everyone else yet.
Well, me personally, I would like to see like with the reduction in their damage and the and everything else. I would also like to see a corollary reduction in cost to build and or buy, as well as their weight in our like our wagon and material storage, because honestly reducing their effectiveness and not reducing the other two just seems like really hurtful, and it really punishes you for wanting to use artillery, especially when there's a lot of challenges that require, like there's a weekly challenge for killing 200 units with artillery. There's the F4 challenges have several of those. There's all kinds of other challenges like your weeklies, the what is it? The unit challenges, those kinds of things that all require killing things with artillery, and then also their use in um, other areas like in territory wars, etc. That if we're going to be like, if they're going to reduce their effectiveness, reduce the rest to go with it to compensate.
Yeah, I mean, for this one, I know it was one of the questions we are that you guys sent to us. We are paying quite close attention to the artillery nerf and watching you guys for the feedback. So we will be keeping an eye on it, and we may reduce it in the future. You know, but it's something that's going to need to be reviewed and checked into first before we go ahead with something like that. But I do get where you're coming from. We've have the use for them. It kind of makes sense, I guess. To reduce those costs as well, before, like you said, they do become irrelevant. But right now, there's no plans to do that. It's just something we're keeping an eye on, and we may make that change in the future.
If I could jump, oh, go ahead, Banana.
No,
Is that Banana?
No,
Go ahead.
no, you're good, Tim. Still go, buddy.
My thing is, I'm actually really excited about artillery being nerfed, because now it's more of a unit versus unit environment versus, because honestly, like artillery was just way too strong. And, like and I'm happy the nerf came in, because now you actually have to fight each
Isn't
other
it Black
versus
Things,
like, oh, I'm
changes
about to set
perfect?
up a mortar, destroy all your units, then go in. Which obviously logically that makes sense, but if you take away like how strong that is, it might make you
one
think
more
of
shot.
other strategies you have to use to take cities or even defending. So I'm really excited about that. Culverin's not getting nerfed. I totally get like the damage didn't get nerfed. I don't know if that's gonna be a big deal or if it won't, or if it won't be, because Culverins usually are just used for taking down siege, or I mean they actually can kill heroes, but I mean they only hit 3 things in one hit. I mean it's plus they added a radius change. What was it, horizontal radius change? So it's not going to shoot straight every time. So it's going to be even harder, just like ballistas. So changing that is definitely going to be a game changer too. And I've already noticed the difference.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit.
Banana.
Of both.
I think Banana was. I don't want to cut you guys up, but I know Banana was trying to say something. If he could sneak it in.
Just real quick. Yeah, I was just pretty much what Sim just said.
Not
like,
hitting
agreeing
for
on
some
that,
reason.
because I mean, it's like, and like especially like the end game territory war, like Conqueror City, Reginopolis. It is just like, it's like 100%. It's like probably like 80.
They changed the range.
80% artillery and then 20% units and heroes, because like that's how pervasive artillery is and prominent in territory wars.
It's getting stuck again.
Like, as much as you like don't want to use it or maybe don't want to pay for it or whatever, you have to. It's one of those things where like if you don't win that arty battle, then you don't win. And the aspect of this game that most of my friends anyways, and a lot of the people I've talked to, is like they love the units, they love the heroes, they love the combination of those two things. Like so, like how you can use your hero abilities and your unit abilities together in the best way possible. That's the skill gap of the game, in my opinion. And seeing that become more prominent in territory wars is going to be really cool.
The only problem I see is
Did they
there are
address
some
it?
maps
What
where
thing?
if you set up like Fortibraccios with your shield wall, get your kill box set up just behind the door, it's nearly impossible to push in at all without having some kind of
Nice, we're
artillery
finally
backup.
camping.
So it's definitely going to cause a change to how it is played, and maybe there needs to be some adjustments to like the times that people have in order to take certain things in some siege maps. But for now, I guess we're just gonna have to see where it goes and if people can adapt to it. Maybe there
Oh
maybe
shit.
there needs to be a slight increase on some of them, or maybe restricting their use in some maps is also another possibility, so that like if it's a really wide open map, maybe you can't use artillery. If it's one that has a lot of really tiny points, maybe you can.
Ah!
There's a lot of things we're just gonna have to see how it balances out.
I mean, and I mean, just this is just my opinion, but I mean, you can overcome any units and any whole. I mean, just look at like like Imperial pikes for example.
People
If
complaining
you
about
coordinate
RT
enough
nerf just
people to
means
go
they
through that
were
hallway at
RT
once,
players.
with, a certain amount of sets of those,
Yeah, but
followed
I
by
think
a cab
I,
charge or something like
I
that.
think
You can
I
get
agree
past
with the
anything
nerf.
like that.
Just I think it
You
should have been a lot
really have
less
to
because
coordinate. And
a lot of
what
us have like
that's what I'm
60
excited
plus
for is like that.
artillery chests
That's
and
gonna have to happen. You know what I mean?
just
Like people are gonna have
become
to work harder
useless.
in order to
So it's not.
get past those situations.
So I
Yeah, I
really
agree
feel
there.
that they're just
It's
useless
definitely
now.
a unit
So
game, more so a unit/hero game more than it should be an artillery game for sure.
see, I mean, I agree with Zimster there,
And obviously, even
and
things like
with
Star Wars, like if
Mark
you're
of P
pushing
there.
and working well with shield wall and your pikes and stuff, that's how the game would work. That's how you would do it back then. You didn't run around with like 700 million cannons just respawning them and fighting and like that. You know what I mean? Like I know there's a certain amount of usage you get out of them, and they're definitely worthwhile for what you need them for. But there's certain times when you feel like people don't like people are so used to playing the game, even in sieges, where they don't actually want to push. They'll just sit on an artillery piece and they'll just sit there for the whole game, and it ruins the rest of the game for most people. If there's more than a couple of people doing that, because you physically can't push without anybody doing it because they're just willing to use all their artillery the whole
Oh
time.
yeah,
And
100%.
like getting people into that mentality so that they've got to use their units and they've got to move forward and they've got to support other people will make the game a lot better for everybody, even people that
We need shields over
haven't
here.
got the massive amount
Come
of money
on.
to spend on artillery, because it's not cheap and it's not easy to constantly craft that on a regular basis for sure, especially
And
if you're a smaller alliance or a smaller house. Like massive houses, they've got the abundance of silver and bronze coming in all the time from the amount of land that they own. They have like all the artillery and they have
Supposed
the
to
benefit of
stunning.
that. Plus it then gives them an advantage over the smaller houses that don't have that extra bronze and extra silver that they can spend every single day or every single week that territory war comes around. And I think that doesn't help for smaller houses, and just even decent sized houses struggle with that at times.
Oh shit! Where did this guy come from?
If you want to, that's me done.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm still finishing this match.
Might have 4 more minutes yet. So is there anything
Yeah.
else about season 6 that anybody wants to
I think
bring
Zim
up?
was Zim. You talked there for a second, right?
Well, one thing I wanted to touch on is I am excited about the changes with the tournament. I would have said that
Oh,
earlier,
shit.
but I have to see the changes and then I'll probably have the peanut gallery for you. But
I think you
that's
were
something I'm
one of
excited
the,
about.
One of the biggest advocates for changes, so weren't you, Zimmy?
Yeah, me and Drew would talk every week pretty much about like things that could help with the tournament server, and I know Banana's been a part of that. Quite a few people. It's a process, and we all agree. And we came down to like some of the easier ways of making it happening. Like I had to make a video on like how to get on the server, how to sign up, stuff like that, and it helped, But in the end of the day, like it shouldn't be that hard, and everyone can agree on that. And now they're actually working on that, so I appreciate that. But yeah, that's one thing I just want to say I'm really excited about too. I just didn't bring it up because I haven't seen the changes yet.
No, but the thought
Oh, shit.
of those changes
Yeah.
are coming is quite a good one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and when Drew mentioned that to me before, and I was just like, yes,
Well, at
finally.
least somebody was
So once I see it, I'm really excited
Nah,
to
I
start
didn't
putting
get
on
him.
tournaments
Damn it.
again.
That was actually going to be my next question. Then I was going to ask
Saying
everybody,
giveaways full straight. No, it's worth watching as many as you can because we're all doing it at the same time. So we'll be doing the thing all at the same time.
I was actually
So
talking with
more the merrier.
GamerGate about possibly doing one. we have an idea of one that we would like to do. This sort of like a surf battle thing.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I agree with the nerf of
But
the
we're trying to
cannons
work out the
and
logistics
stuff,
of
but
it, and we were
and the
gonna name
mortars
it.
especially. But
You got surfed.
yeah, I
So
just think it
we'll
might
see
be a
where
bit
that
too much.
goes.
But we'll see. We'll see
you got
how
the name, so
territory
that's a
war
start.
goes.
I know, right?
I mean, that's
all you
part
need.
of it
But
as
I
well,
do
isn't it?
actually have
See how it
something
all
that goes
goes.
sort of along with the artillery thing. So the question has been posed: is there a possibility, because defenders always get trebs, right? That attackers have the option of maybe taking over a treb rather than just destroying it. So like we can take their if we're attacking, or sorry, if we're defending, we can go out, we can take their supply points. Why can't we take over one of their trebs and use it?
Well, that would definitely add a different dynamic to the wars, that's for sure.
I know. I mean, it would obviously have a like minimum range and a maximum range, so you can't like kill them on spawn with it, and everybody would only get one shot. But that would definitely cause a whole new dynamic on it.
Ouch.
Yeah, I don't know if this is
Don't even know
thing,
where
but
that
when
came
it comes
from.
to trebs, I think trebs are obviously great for the attacking side, and they should be. I think maybe at the very, very start of a match, trebs should not be usable for like a certain amount of time until like maybe like a certain few minutes into the game, because if you think about it, if you were defending a piece like that, they wouldn't even have the chance to build all that shit beforehand. Excuse my French. But yeah,
No, I
like,
agree.
as a defender, you know, I mean, like you'd be able to take out some of that stuff before anything happened. Maybe there's like a pre-defense phase or something, like something interesting like that would then kind
Capture
of be like a
base.
miniature battle before you get to doing a siege battle, which would be pretty
Oh,
interesting.
shit.
But I don't know if that would be a thing that's possible to even put into the game. But
Just make trebs not usable for like the first 3 minutes
yeah,
of a match. That would definitely help, because as is, most people bring in units at the
I'm
very
gonna die.
beginning that they
No.
know they're going to lose immediately because of trebs.
I mean, that's something that we can feed back to the devs. It's not really an idea I'd considered before, but it could be workable, I guess. But
Right.
there's no guarantees that they'll do it. But I'll certainly include that one in the reports for next.
Yeah, it's like pretty much it's more so like, you know, once you get past the siege towers, then it's fine. But it's the siege towers that get yourself like friendly trebbed and stuff like that.
Just make sure I've got everything here ready.
Awesome. Thank you for filling the time there, guys. I did make the mistake of putting us in a siege battle. We've now just finished that though, so if everyone heads over to Mouflon's stream, I will let him take over the picture round, which is the next quiz. So I'll be joining the Apples team to replace him, because
I just wanted to say, just apologies. I'm gonna have to get off push to talk, so if you hear any background noise, apologies from me.
Okay, mate.
okay.
Yeah, I'm almost
So,
ready.
Yeah, the show is yours, Moof.
Cool, cool. All right. I'm just making sure this works.
I know the answer. I'm just get apples.
Just remember, say banana if you want to win.
No.
Yes.
We need to help. You're with me, Glenn. Did you say yeah? You're an apples team, yeah?
Okay, if things mess up, I might need to switch screens quickly. Right. So this is a picture game. Is everyone watching it?
Honestly, I have 1 minute left.
I'm currently.
Thank you
on
very
now.
much for the follow,
I'm
Rose
in,
Gamer.
I'm in there watching.
Cool, cool.
Oh, can't believe you weren't
I see how
watching
it
the
is.
stream beforehand. Damn.
The sneaky way to boost
Right.
his views, if that's what this is.
I'll tell you what.
Well, it was the only way.
Behind this game too, didn't he?
It was the only way I could think of actually getting this to work. So the way it works is that you can only see a piece of a unit, and you have to guess what unit it is. So each team can consult each other, I suppose, and then decide what unit you think it is, and then we reveal what unit it is.
We do a shout out.
Well, you can if you want to, but you might want to DM each other or just and then go with something, stuff like that. And no follow in the chat as well, because obviously, well, actually, I mean, the chat might might give some clues to something or something like that. But yeah,
But
I was
you,
say you might want to hide your chat if you could do that.
yeah,
maybe.
you've got your. Well, he's got the chat on stream.
that is
Yeah,
true.
I know,
Well,
that's
you
fine.
might want to follow what they're saying. They might be onto something. They may
We're
not
not-
want
yeah.
to be. You know, it's up to
That's
you
true.
know. Might be completely
Alright,
wrong.
I got it open.
I,
Well,
I,
if have
to be honest, I
ad,
said
maybe.
something
Oh,
before
no, it's
something came
open.
up in my head. So.
Okay. So shall we start the first one with just to say that you know, so no points for the first one, just to see how it works out, and then we'll start from the second one. So if you guys so apples, what do you think it is?
Imperial Archers, I think.
Vanguard
Imperial
Archer.
Archers.
Yeah, I think Imperial, but
Okay, so what's apples going with? Final.
Go on, Mark. Your chief.
no. You're looking at I said Imperial Archers, and the hand banana says Imperial Archers, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We
So
gotta go.
bananas. Bananas. Who they're going with?
I want to say Imperial.
You wanna
That looks
say?
an awful lot like Bob the Imperial to me.
So Imperial what? Just to be specific.
Archers.
Archers, yeah.
Okay, and then what was the the third team? Cheesecake, is it?
Yeah,
I'm going with Imperial Archers as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
I feel
All
like
right.
we're all going to do this as if you did
You
it
got
this way
dubbed.
around.
Watch.
Yeah, and you're
He's got an
correct. It's
attire on it.
Imperial Archers. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
God, that threw me for ages. That one.
All right. So next
I know, I
one.
was looking at your stream, but
Next
then
one.
cheating.
So yeah. So chat. Try and contain yourself. You can after they've all said their answers. Maybe you want to chip in after that, but maybe after they say their
Move,
answers.
I think I think you're probably better for us to shout out so that nobody's just keeping each other's answers. I think as well.
Yeah.
If you were to get that quicker, so it's
Okay.
that seems better.
Right. Here we go. Any initial thoughts?
What the fuck?
Ooh, I think I have an idea.
Okay.
Should we go for our team's answer? Should we just shout out
Yeah. Yeah.
team name and go for it?
Yeah. Tell me your team. Say team first, and then the answer.
I guess I'd go Cheesecake Janissaries.
Okay. Apples.
I was gonna say Janice.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Janissaries as well, to be honest.
Yeah, sure, you
All
guys.
right. Let's see if you guys are right. Chat. What does chat think? They're saying serfs. Some are saying serfs. I think. Donkey riders. Somebody said.
That's
And it
definitely
is
Seth.
Janissaries. As you can see, I've turned it around as well so that it reveals the back of it rather than the front. Just to throw you guys off. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Showing the
It
butt
was the
off.
horn
Okay.
that gave it away.
It was the butt. Come on. let's be
Right,
honest.
so this one might be a tricky one.
Oh, come on
Apples?
now. Come on now. Oh.
Hey, come on. That's pretty.
Apples.
Yeah, go.
Krieg's rats.
Okay.
Bananas. Creek stats. Yeah. Full suit.
Damn, I was actually thinking
And
different.
cheese. Okay.
Yeah, I was
What were you going to say?
Cheesecake would probably agree.
I was thinking Demean Arquebusiers.
Ooh.
It's the bayonet, mate.
Throw them
Are you
off,
going
but it's
for
like-
domain?
Look at what weapon and
No.
He's just
But
trying to
Banana
throw
already
people
said his thing. He already
Okay.
said his thing.
All
he's
right,
part
so
of
you're
that.
all three are going for the same, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I think chat has said, what have they said? Imperial Arquebusiers, somebody said. Craig Strack. That's Father saying serfs again. Yeah, you're all three correct. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay, fair enough.
For some it is. It's not for me. Are you keeping score, by the way, Move?
Yes, I am. That's why I'm looking to the left to write down. Yeah. Okay, so this one. Another unit holding something.
Oh, I got
Apples.
that.
Apples.
All right.
Apples.
oh, I know that one.
Apples.
Oh wait, are we going by order?
Yeah,
Right?
you got to show your name. It's a
Yeah,
competition.
go for it.
Damn, nobody listen. That's the Iron Cap Arquebusiers.
The what? Sorry.
Iron Cap Arquebusiers.
Okay. Anyone else? So bananas.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the answer.
Cheesecake.
I would
It's
agree.
Iron
with
Cap.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have no clue, so I'm just gonna.
How
agree
many
with
is
it.
there in game cheating here? I've legit just got a stream on my screen.
And you're all correct. Maybe this is a bit too easy. Maybe going forward,
should have
maybe
shown
you
a
guys
leg
shut out.
instead.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should have just shown the pantalon or something. I thought they would be really
still think
hard.
we're
That's
just
why I
having
was
good
like,
champs.
yeah. Right. Okay. So now what we're going to do is the first person to shout out. So you've got to say your team name first before you call it. Okay.
One more buzzer.
That's what we should have
Buzzer.
done from the
Yeah.
start.
Yeah. Probably.
I have to give
Right.
Apple some chance to get some points though.
Yeah, we did. We needed me. I needed some points.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I felt bad.
Redeem. You gotta redeem yourself.
Right. Get ready. What could this be?
Cheesecake.
Fuck, I remember them.
Cheesecake.
It's Prefecture Cavalry.
And what's
Something like that.
correct?
Prefecture Cavalry?
Heavy cavalry.
Heavy
prefecture.
Prefecture Cavalry. No, Heavy Prefecture Cavalry.
Yeah, I fixed it.
I mean,
And
Kinda.
you're correct. Yeah, so that was cheesecake. Point to cheesecake. Okay. Right, and the next one.
Oh, what happened?
This might be an easy one.
Yeah.
apples.
Apples.
Salem Shed Cavalry.
Oh, come on, man.
I love my Salem Shed. I love my Salem Shed.
Many
Refresh your
kids.
stream.
Good.
That's one of my
Very good.
favorite
I'm really surprised you got that because I thought maybe
love them.
looking
I play them all the
upwards.
time. I play them quite a lot. to be
I
honest.
thought the clue would be your man's face because obviously that's slightly different to the other units of that season. But I thought that was a good one.
I reckon you could have shown that tiny little bit of fluff on the side, and I reckon most of us.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. And this is the next one. Oh, sorry. What was that? Who won the last one?
Apples.
It was apples.
I'm a very picture oriented kind of guy. Okay.
Okay.
Very good question.
I'm going to go cheesecake, and I'm going to go dagger axe cavalry. Maybe that was a rash move.
Oh.
Bananas.
Bananas. Okay.
I say it's Yeoman.
Oh, it's the new unit.
I was
So
going
no.
to say anything. I was going to say Lancers, but no, nobody let me.
Oh, really?
What about apples? Come on.
Well done. That's good.
Glenn, what are you doing? Come on, you got to speak. Come
Mate,
on.
I'm awful at this.
I just see you
Right,
smelling
next one.
away in the background and you're streaming.
Mate, I got my own question wrong that I wrote earlier. I don't
Oh, I'm
know
sorry.
the answer to this.
Right. What's this? This might have you all guessing for a while.
Apples.
Apples.
Oh,
Palace
man.
guards.
The same palace guards for apples.
Agreed.
Well done. I thought you would get stuck on that one just because obviously it's
No.
not a very used unit on the battlefield, but
It's the only one with that armor
yeah.
type, isn't it? I think.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I did think about changing
longer,
the skin for it before doing
that'd be,
it,
that'd
but
be
yeah,
silly.
yeah.
We'd never do.
Longer male.
Yeah, just stick like the Halloween attire on a unit, and then like guess this.
Yeah, yeah.
72 guesses later.
Right. What's this?
Cheesecake.
Apples.
Cheesecake?
It's the Rattan Marksman.
Ah, damn.
Well done.
He's actually sitting on a horse.
yeah.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Rattan Rangers. Damn.
Is that the last one? No. This one.
Apples.
Apples go.
Prefecture pikemen.
I'm definitely lagging behind you guys because I'm not seeing them when you're asking the question. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
I'll
no,
go for
it's
that.
fine. It's on my end. so don't worry about it.
So I'm just
I just got
writing
that
down.
EU ping. With his EU ping, it works. Not like me in any server
Yeah.
in the game.
Well done. That was who was that? Was that Apples?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Nice one.
Sorry, hand
See,
I got
Good man.
what's this?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, go.
Fire archers.
incendiaries. Yeah.
Very
yes,
good.
sorry,
Very
Change the
good.
name.
I was, yeah, I thought, well, I suppose because it's the only unit that actually kneels down. So I was wondering if anyone was going to get that one.
I not long did a video on them, so I sort of been looking at them a lot
Oh, I
recently.
see.
Oh,
Yeah.
have
I mean, this is
fire
definitely a YouTuber's game, isn't it?
I YouTube. I'm just saying. Just saying.
So,
What's this?
What are they?
Apples.
Yes.
Apples?
Demesne Javelineers.
Should be
Very
minus one
good.
for pronunciation, but
Yeah. The mayor's name.
That's a good one
Must be an
because
American thing.
yeah, I was the thing is, I mean, the telltale is obviously the shield there, isn't it? It's quite different.
Yeah.
But good, very good guess. And I think that was it. Well
Yes,
done. So after
Apple's in the
that,
lead now, yeah.
so I need to count the points now.
Sorry, Glenn. Well done. Good answers.
thanks, buddy. That's what I'm here
Sorry, you answered the same amount as Mifflin did last week. That's
for. Yeah, picture rounds are not my strong point, mate.
I mean, it's the only
I-
thing I'm good at. After
Ooh,
that, I'm done.
okay.
So
So
whilst
in,
Mifflin is coming up with the scoring, we will move on to the second giveaway. So I won't be running the second giveaway. However, I will be giving away a fairly big prize for the third giveaway. But everyone that is running a second giveaway, which I think is everyone again.
Everyone?
Again, everybody watching, jump into as many streams as you can between us and enter as many competitions for your best chance of winning a prize. Everybody, all the streamers, if you start your second giveaway going,
fix that soon.
and we'll give it another 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whilst
Cool.
Mouflon and
Yep.
I are doing the scores.
Yeah, I've got the scores here. So for that round, in last place is Bananas with 4 points, Cheesecake with 7 points, and Apples with 8 points. At least I think that's great.
Closer than I thought it was.
Is that added on to
I
one,
think
Move?
Bananas got screwed on
No,
that.
no, that's not
because
added on.
all of us were lagging behind on the stream, and we couldn't get to see them until everybody else
Yeah.
already answered.
I mean,
Maybe-
I was
yeah,
lagging
maybe I
behind on
should
the
have,
chat beforehand when I got punted.
Yeah, I did try setting it up on Discord, but the image was so bad because of my internet. I don't think anyone would have got anything because it's just a massive blur. So that's why I decided to go for the stream. But no,
Hey,
that's
it's
a good
all
point.
It was a cool game. I liked it.
It gave us an option
It was a
to
good
catch
try.
up. You know,
I was gonna
we
say,
needed
even though
it.
I was absolutely terrible at that, I quite enjoyed
And
it
it
still.
gave you extra viewers.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
That's a
He
good
knows
point.
what he's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
It's a smart find.
Oh,
He
sorry,
got it figured out.
I seem to have disconnected them back.
Here he is.
Well, that's why. See, apples are getting thrown. We got disconnected. I got server muted. Come on, we're definitely getting cheated out of this game.
Didn't Apples just win that round?
Yeah. Apples
yeah,
just
we
won.
did. But like the last round we didn't, and I got.
That's,
blocked
like
nice
those
question.
apples.
I've not seen
I had
that
to restart
before.
my whole computer and everything, and I had to come on my phone.
So
Okay,
it's
you
all-
can't say anything about Bananas on the last round because we were missing a player for half of it.
Yeah.
I redeemed myself though.
No,
I
you,
think.
you won't need to. So the
You
scores,
absolutely did.
scores as they stand right now are Apples and Bananas, 10 points. Cheesecake Squad, you're on 12 points. So it's
See the way-
close.
See the way you
Close.
said apples and bananas? It made me
Nice.
think of bananas and pajamas. I don't know why.
Are they coming down the stairs?
Yeah, they were.
Blast from the past.
It is. Okay, what's the next?
Okay, so we've got another couple more minutes for this giveaway to end. Well, literally 2 minutes. So whatever stream you are on, make sure you are into the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, so if
There will be
you
a
enter now, all you need to
final
do is
giveaway in
exclamation
about 20 minutes
winter,
time,
and we'll be
where
running
I will
this
be
right
giving
now.
away a pretty substantial prize, and I'm sure everyone else has still got prizes to give away as well for that one. So if you haven't won anything yet, and you don't win anything from the next one, you still got one more chance after this to win as well. What we're going to do now is we are going to go into like a bit of an open forum type thing. So we do have Drew, we do have Caden with us, and obviously there's quite a few content creators here as well. So if any of you guys have any questions to ask us, to ask Drew or Caden, or ask one of the other content creators, now is your time. So I've had a couple of questions sent over to me, and I know a few of the content creators have sent questions over to Caden and Drew. So what we'll do is we'll start with those questions first. So we'll go with Drew first. Have you had any questions sent over to you yet, Drew?
Endless questions.
There he is.
He's busy.
In terms of the questions,
Oh, I'm
that
going to
don't
do the
mail in,
giveaway
we've
now,
got,
so
Kid and I
switch
both
over.
received a number of questions that this morning, but in terms of questions for me specifically from other means, and my doorbell's going right now, so I'm actually going to defer to Caden on this one because I have to answer my front door.
Okay, mate.
That's how it's throwing me under the bus.
That's the joys of working from home, right?
Right, let's run the giveaway now. So is it giveaway time again? And we have quite a few entries there. Wow, look at that. 25 people. I think this is the biggest one. So hope everyone is in chat now, waiting. And we'll run this now, quickly. Hopefully you can listen to Caden at the same time. Not a perfect system, never is. And the winner is... It is... Rakinos! So let's see if he's in chat. Is he in chat? I'm here. Oh, this time he's here. Yes, say it again. One last time. I'm here, everyone. Yeah! Fantastic. So I'll send you that 525 sovereign. Brilliant. I'll save that as well. Well done, mate. Hope you enjoyed that. And it's your first win, Rakinos, as well. So there you go. 525 sovereign to enjoy. Enjoy, mate. And always a pleasure. Be back with more giveaways tomorrow, actually. So I've got a 30-day premium for Twitch drops tomorrow. So make sure you tune in then. And no, it will be back tomorrow. With yeah, so 30-day premium tomorrow for Twitch drops. I'll be running
I
that
got a whole bunch from Harlequin
tomorrow.
nobody else really sent me any,
Courtesy
so-
of somebody. I can't remember who.
Yeah.
gave it to
I'll
me.
ask mine, just because I think I've asked you before, so I'm sure the answer's going to be the same, although I can't actually remember what the answer was. Deployables, is there any mention of those coming back in at any point? So things like barricades and things like that?
There's nothing I can really say about those at the moment. I've not heard anything recently about them. So the last things we got was when we first mentioned them, and then the developers decided they weren't quite ready. That was the last I really heard on those, so I really can't give you a when they're coming kind of answer, unfortunately.
No, that's
Yeah, I mean,
okay. I thought that would be the case. Awesome. So, has anyone? I know Harlequin, you've got a few more questions to ask,
I
but
got one.
we'll go on to someone else just to move it around a bit. So, yeah, King, did you say you got one?
Yeah, someone in chat asked, are any new weapons in the work? Obviously, we've seen leaks of 2 weapons, but like, are any new weapons in the works, for season 7?
What people say,
So, I mean,
Mouflon
I
is
think
a
I can just jump
Lannister
on this
sovereign.
and
I
just
am
say that we're
indeed.
not going to talk about anything like anything beyond season 6, season 7.
So
Like,
there
we're
are
just
18
not
more
going to tell you
giveaways.
what's going to
No,
work and
sorry.
what's
So
not.
the giveaways
in the
are
future.
run concurrently. So all the streamers that are
So,
currently part of
is there
chat
new weapons
at the
being worked
moment
on?
in the left-hand panel you
I
can
would like to
see
think so,
in
but I
my
don't
Twitch
know.
stream. So they're all running at the same time.
Caden, is that pretty much accurate?
So
Yeah,
there should
that's
be
pretty accurate.
another
Yep.
You know,
another
we'd like to add
few
more weapons for sure,
in
but again, it's going to be down the line. You know, the focus right
after
now
this
is
conversation
6,
as well. I think after
and
the
then
third
moving on
game.
to season 7. So yeah, the
Shit, I
questions
put
about
in
what's
really
coming like
rubbish units
far
for
in the
this.
future,
Didn't
you're
realise
just
we were
going to
doing
get the
field.
same kind of answer as that, as we can't really discuss it. So yeah, if we can try and keep questions season 6 related, then we'll do our best to try and answer them. But if you start asking questions about season 7 or what's coming on, like that's kind of timeline, we just can't give you answers right now about that.
That and the suggestions that are submitted in the form of questions are going to get basically the same answer every time too. So.
Awesome. So, Mark,
Okay, I have one. Yeah, I messaged it to Caden so he kind of knows to expect it. I was saying obviously we've got the NA servers got now 2 servers, and obviously they've got the transfer from the servers over from whether they want to choose west or go to east. I'm wondering if there will be the option in the future for anybody to be able to transfer to like east, EU to NA or NA to EU, and vice versa, because obviously some people might have started on NA, like for example myself, who was playing because people were playing the game and stuff, and wanted to swap over. I want to know if that would be maybe a potential thing in the future.
So yeah, in the future, we'd definitely like to offer players that sort of possibility to transfer between the servers. Right now, you know, it's only been offered to the NA server because obviously we've opened that East server, and you know, we're transferring quite a few people over at once, so it's done in batches, which is quite easy for us. But obviously, then it wouldn't be a perfect system for future, like doing it in those batches. You need to say get your transfer requested by this point. So in the future we would like to add it, but for now, you know, it's just not really there yet as a system.
That's fine.
I'll ask you a quick question. I mean, I've been, it's something I've advocated for a while, but I would just like to know where we're at on getting the purple and the unit doctrines there.
So we will have more information about those doctrines in January, I believe. Drew, correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But I can't discuss them right now. But I can promise you we'll have a lot more information about that in January.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to go back to what I said during the preview event. Is we've made no secret that we're working on bringing him to the game, but beyond that, we don't have any information. But we will hopefully have an update for you guys.
Ah, shit.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Maybe one question I could bring up would be, how does obviously there's a certain element that Mycom produces some of their own skins and attires.
So I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump. Sorry, I'm. Everyone keeps calling it. It's not Mycom, guys. And I think you guys got to help us out with that. We're not Mycom anymore.
It's my dot games, isn't it?
Oh, apologies. Yep, sorry.
My dot games, yeah.
Okay, my dot games. you have an element of your own art,
very happy
as
there,
well
did
as
he?
obviously an element of the art being sent over. Like for example, the season 6 art is obviously a booming thing. Maybe you could detail a little bit how that works and how you come up with some of the attires and what that looks like a little bit, but ones that are produced specifically for us.
What was
I
that?
think, Drew, maybe you might be able to give some kind of answer. Because being the
8,000
community
from
manager, I don't really
Apolex.
talk to the marketing team that much. That's more of a Drew kind of question, hopefully.
Well, it's sort of interesting because
Gotta
you
leave
know,
these guys here.
in terms of art in general, it's very much a collaborative effort between Booming and My Dog Games. I mean, like there are some things that they will like that they'll have ideas for, and they're very strong, and they go ahead. There's other times where we will have an idea and we'll collaborate with them on making it. And sometimes there are things that My Dog Games just makes, and so it's sort of all over the board depending on what specifically you're talking about, because there's been attires that have been built by a collaborative or one side or another. There's been the promotional art you get, like the season 6 logo and stuff like that, is very much collaborative. So it all very much depends on which asset we're talking about here. But I think the best way the best way to describe it is that the effort is very collaborative. Like in terms of most art, most units, most everything there, there's a lot of idea sharing, a lot of work sharing between the two teams, and sometimes Booming will work on something that we won't take, and we work on something that they won't take, and whatnot. But it's always, I think, the best way to describe it is always a very collaborative effort.
I know that answers my. I mean, that was what I was trying to sort of get an idea at. It's, I think things like that help probably certainly helps me, and certainly probably helps others sort of understand a little bit better how these interactions work. So that's good to hear, kind of a little bit how it develops, and that it is quite collaborative. So yeah, that's good.
I got an interesting question I just thought of myself.
Ooh.
Ooh. So with, I know you guys probably do statistics and everything on like what units are used the most during seasons, and what units you kind of want to put in the future and everything. With how season 6 hopefully plays out with the new units, the promotions and stuff, based off of like if certain units are still used a lot more than others, like stalwarts and paladins, and like hussars, because obviously hussars counter the stalwarts and everything, would there maybe be possible changes to either cav?
Nah,
People have been
thought that
asking
would
for
stop them.
I know we nerfed Keshigs this season. Well, not we, because I'm not part of the company, but they, you guys nerfed cav with Keshigs, but like, would more nerfs come based off of like what's happening during the season, and do you guys base your nerfs off of that, or just like feedback in just general?
Well, I mean, we take your feedback into account, but there's also a lot of looking at the server data and things like that. So yeah, it's a mix of both. We pass the community team pass your feedback along. We make sure you guys have heard. So that's taken into account. But then they also look at all the data that they're seeing from the server, like what units are being played, etc., and checking the metrics along that. So it's very much a mix of both, really, when it comes to changes like that.
Well, roll
To
over.
bounce off of that, is there the possibility of having maybe another game mode other than like currently we have the AI battles, the fields, and the sieges? Maybe having another game mode that like doesn't allow cav in, because I think that may actually bring a lot more diversity in on its own. Because right now the meta is either you're bringing cav or you're bringing anti-cav, which really restricts a lot of other units from being in play in most cases, because you just don't have the leadership to do both and or
Oh, by
play
the way, I
something
brought in the wrong
else.
units because I was doing the giveaway at
But
the time.
having
Just
a different game
in
mode
case
that
you ask.
either restricts you from playing cav, or even like one that you can only bring like green and blue unit, or up to like a certain tier of units in. So like up to the blues units maybe. So everything in your leadership has to be blue or below, which could also help a lot of newer players from getting overwhelmed in matches that they get match queued into whenever they're under, say, level 80, and they're going up in matches that have level 1400s in there that have everything maxed out.
Can I put something in there really quick?
Sure.
On that, pet. One thing I would say is like I've been doing tournaments where it is like we restrict what people can use, and people really do love it. So I want to back Pat up on this. That like it, there should be something where it's like maybe era or like I mean, if you had T3 like fighting each other, even with Cav, it still would be fun. It's just when Gold Cav come into the mix, even T4 Cav at this point, maybe it just becomes a different game. And I
Yeah,
feel like
I mean,
it'd be cool if there was a separation like that.
yeah, I mean, I think it's an excellent suggestion, and I think theoretically, technically, you could do something like this, have a mode that's more restricted, but whether or not we're working on one or not is I can't really say. So
Yeah.
again,
I'll
yeah.
just
So
say-
again, so it's just going back to what I was said before in terms of like, can we do this in the future? And like, what do you do? Have you guys been thinking about this? These type of suggestions that are framed as a question, you're going to get the same answer every time. It's certainly a possibility. Are we working on it? We can't comment on that.
I was about to say because isn't
Yeah.
it similar to a way that the other developers Boomin do with their version of the starts, where the fact that they only limit it throughout the season until you level each kind of era opens up throughout the season. You know, what I mean, like it does with them. They do kind of start off where you only can use.
Well, it did quite well with those stupid units.
Grey and green units, and then after that, it kind of opens up further down into the season as the season progresses. Just like it does with the like the
70
battle
deaths
pass and
versus 53.
Your unit challenges, you kind of progressively move over a certain period of time. You go from like the blue unit up into the purple units, then it's the gold units. Similar idea. Like that's only when you open up throughout the season, kind of thing. But then you do restrict people throughout the whole season to use the cav they want to use and whatever their units they use.
It's something we can definitely pass on and see if we can maybe trial something like that. I'm not making any promises, but like these suggestions, they are good ideas, and we can pass them on. Maybe we'll be able to trial something in the new year later on. Who knows? But we will certainly pass that feedback along and see what we can do with it. But like Drew said, questions like that, you're just gonna get the same answer as, yeah, we can pass that on, but we can't really comment on it further than that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so does anyone have any kind of like season 6 specific questions or anything specific for Drew or Caden?
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can, Zumi.
All right. How excited were you guys when they said that they were going to put you guys into the game? Was that something you guys were really thrilled about?
Well,
I
the thing
assume
is,
so, but like, what were your
they'll probably
guys'
still be
reactions?
bugged.
I didn't actually.
I mean,
we
I
didn't
haven't
know
been on
until
the
they did
PTR,
it.
so
Yeah, we only found out last week that they'd named NPCs after us. So yeah, I was really hyped about it once I found out, but they kept
that's
that
something
quite
I could
quiet from
probably
us
check
as a surprise.
Isma Black and then
Yeah, it's pretty
let
cool,
people
actually.
know in the stream.
Yeah. It's
If
really
the
neat that I
PTR has
walked in
been
there and just
updated. If
see
it's been
myself sat
updated,
at
it means
the table.
they have been.
So yeah,
you know,
I was
well,
over the
I
moon
can check
with
if
that,
they've
yeah.
been fixed.
Another question then on that line: do you think you've all been named right?
Well, I would have gone with a more offensive name for myself, but you guys know my self-deprecating humor, so
I think it suits you, Drew.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
do
think
love
yours
Tom,
definitely
so.
I definitely think yours suits you, Drew, for sure.
Yeah. No, I was super happy with it.
But
What about you, Caden?
awesome. So I just
Yeah,
wanted to say, cool.
I mean, for me, I am a bit of a my humor is quite twisted and a bit odd. Some of you that have talked to me, Drew definitely knows that I've my humor. So I think Misfit's quite
Oh, yeah.
an accurate title for me.
Hey, did Juriel's NPC show up yet?
He's
bard?
hanging out by
Yes.
he's hanging out not on stage at the minute. He's just chilling out, like being all edgy by a wall at the moment.
Oh,
He's
so
like
is that
hiding in
Clue?
the corner behind the door.
Is that Clue then? So they might move around. Yeah.
Maybe well.
He's a bit shady looking, not gonna lie.
That kind of line,
Yeah.
I've actually just been asked a question. So one of the guys watching me says in Boomin's season 6 preview stream, they said something about quests that random NPCs give in the tavern, and that the set of NPCs in the tavern will change over time, so you can miss out on quests if you miss an NPC visiting. He's not heard anything since, though. Have you guys got any more info on that?
No more than what you just said, really. But yes, they will change out, and there will be quests that you can do now that you won't be able to get a bit later. So I'd recommend if you're interested in those kind of quests, definitely get them done before they change. Because once they're gone, they'll be gone.
If you
And
miss
I-
out on one, will it lock you out from others?
I don't believe that will happen. No, you'll just not be able to do that particular one.
Yeah. I said this during our preview event too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Alright.
hearing that as well.
You said a lot of
That was the
true.
question I was asking.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
an
you said.
overload of information, Drew. We're just trying to
Yeah.
redefine it here.
Okay.
So
It's
I
just
do have
yeah.
another question though.
Yep.
So with the opening back up of the full Borderlands, where we'll have Conqueror City, we've also got Regionopolis and Anna Delu. So both of those look to be end game for this season. With both of them being end game, is there going to be a possibility that those can be restricted so that one alliance can only own alliance or house can only own one and not both?
That's a bit too close,
Okay,
isn't
and
it?
I'm going to defer this one to you.
Alright, so thanks, Drew. So to start with, Conqueror City is not going to be the objective this season. Instead, it'll be focusing more on Orgolia.
Still
There'll
too
be
close.
multiple capital objectives in the season, similar to like season 5. And you'll be able to fight over Regionopolis and
It's very
Turavallus as
important.
well. We'll be having a bit more information about those quite
There we go.
soon. It's stage 4 and stage 5, so it's still a way down the
You
line
just
just
about
yet.
see the sticks coming through, but that's fine.
But we've got nothing really additional we want to reveal at the time. Regarding the restrictions itself, there are no plans to add the restrictions. If the house is strong enough, to be able to take multiple capitals, then we do actually believe that they should be allowed to do so. But if that's something that everybody really dislikes, we might change it for future seasons if that's the kind of route that we're going down later on. But yeah, Conqueror City itself, nobody will be able to actually take that one this season. It will be
Okay, so
Regionopolis and
that's
Osteria.
actually good to know.
Yeah.
Also, are we going to see? I mean, I know we're already seeing some of the older maps back in the rotation. That's absolutely fantastic. As far as siege and field queues, something we touched on during the preview stream was the possibility of map votings or map opt outs. And the possibility of choosing like being the defender or being the attacker when in the queue. Has there been any updates to that question?
No. We're going to be adding more of the retired maps back to the rotation, but as for things like map voting, map opt-out, it's a good suggestion and we can forward it. But right now, there's no actual plans to add that.
Can you tell us whether there will be the pushing the boat, pushing the ship one back in, or can you not say yet?
That I'm not entirely sure on. I would like to see that back, if I'm perfectly honest,
think-
because I really enjoyed that mode.
Yeah, I like that. I really like that mode as well. It would be nice to see
Yeah.
some other modes similar to similar to that, like whether
Yeah.
it's pushing through a castle or something like that, supplies through a castle and stuff like that, and could probably fall in line with the lore as well. But yeah, maybe it's a bit too late for this season, but for future ones it would be fantastic
maybe
to see.
we'll see it back, but I know that the other one was tied specifically to the Regionopolis story, so whether we see that specific map back.
I would
I'm
love
not
to
sure.
see Regionopolis back in the queue.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got a question from the stream.
So we'll leave. So King, if we go with your question, and then we'll wrap it up and we'll move on after your question.
All right, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick question. So someone asked, how come there was a change to the antique shop, where instead of being able to just buy like the helmet or the, like the chest piece of an old attire, now you fully have to buy the entire attire. Oh, okay, wait, that was like the same word. But like, yeah, how come you can't just buy like a single piece of that attire anymore, and they changed it to you having to buy the full outfit now?
That I genuinely don't know the answer to. I'm afraid it's a designer's decision. It's kind of well above my sort of level.
Yeah, I gotta echo what Caden said. I honestly don't have any any information on that.
Okay, no problem.
Awesome. Has anyone got any burning questions, like a final question to ask at all, or are we all pretty cool to move on?
I'm cool to move on.
Good. That's what I like to hear, Mark.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right then. So we're going to move into the last and final game of the night. Banana looks like he's having some proper trouble staying connected, so I think I'm going to have to just hand this over to you, Drew.
Cool.
If you're happy to run it, mate, you tell us what you need us to do, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was having trouble with Discord too. Like Discord keeps disconnecting on my laptop, so I'm like basically switching between my phone and my laptop. But so maybe that's what he's hitting right now. But in terms of this game, so this is kind of like the old school 70s couples game where it's basically how well do you know? And so in this case, we're gonna do it. How well do we know our content creators? And then I got a bonus question for how well do we know our community managers too. So I've got a whole bunch of questions lined up, but I think there's 9 of us in here, not including myself. And
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yep.
Or maybe I
Yeah.
perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna ask a question about one person specifically, and then each team gets a chance to answer, and then the person who I asked about has to tell us what the answer is. And I've been
like
very
this game.
careful
This should
not
be
to.
good.
I'm not going to ask you guys any personal information or anything like that. It's all going to be game related.
What's your bank details? Yeah.
Nothing like when you
Just
Well,
everyone's
actually-
maiden name and first pets.
Yeah.
fallen for that
Security.
before.
No social security numbers and stuff. No.
No.
Password to your CB account.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I guess I could kick things right off. And, I'm
If
gonna
it's us, are we allowed to say? Are we allowed to for our
no,
team?
if
it's
well,
for you,
no,
No.
if,
Okay.
if it's for you, no, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like for
That
example,
would be
our
cheating.
first question is going to be about Evo. And
Oh goodness.
Yep, and we're going to ask, what is Evo? What is the main weapon that Evo uses when he plays?
We
What
need
do
to
we
shout the
call
team
out?
name now?
Apples.
Bananas.
Oh, bananas or what do we?
Yeah,
Well,
so
bananas.
there's bananas.
Are we all answering?
It's alright,
he
yeah.
he likes to play poleaxe. I've watched a lot of his videos.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't remember if it was
Uh,
Polax or.
apples.
Oh.
Drew was saying he was having a bit of trouble
So-
with his.
No, I was just going to say, so I guess I did say that every team gets a chance to answer. And should we just do one first just to save us some time, or how do you guys want to do it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so
Banana
first-
can-
So Apple says Polax as well.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
no,
oh, no,
no,
not like
I was
that.
gonna say Glaive.
You were going
no,
to say Glaive.
Oh,
Really?
He does play glaive too.
No, I think
But
his
it is
main
that.
his main is Polax. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been.
Don't.
Yeah, because I've seen him
remember
play
he started
Glaive.
out with
I've
Glaive, but
definitely.
he plays a lot of Polak.
Yeah, because I remember his earlier videos playing Glaive, and I remember getting confused when he started playing the Polax. But I think, yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure it's Polax. Yeah.
I never knew I'd be so controversial.
Change it up a little bit.
Tell
Somebody
us.
said it.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
watch.
tell us.
I
No.
totally. It's Vather.
Evo,
Watch.
what's
I
your
agree
main?
with you guys. Polax. Definitely.
Currently, my main is glaive for the past 2 months.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
So
Glaive.
Glaive gets the point.
damn it! Damn it! I was so sure.
Well done, Han Banana. Does that mean we win that?
What a
Didn't
guy.
you overrule Ham Banana?
No, I didn't. I didn't know about Han Banana. Move on, just kept butting in. I didn't want to.
So,
No, I said it. I said it, Glaive.
Yeah, I
Okay,
used to play.
next.
I used to play Poleaxe. But
so
Okay,
I'm
next
remembering the
one.
other way around.
Okay, go, Drew.
Okay, next question
I've done it again,
is
haven't I?
about Mufon. What is his favorite unit?
Oh man.
God.
Like, are we? Just
Oh,
currently,
this is
or,
good.
Like, I don't know.
This
if-
is good. No, I have one favorite
What's he
unit.
currently playing?
That's all right, I'm in a
I
game.
think
and
his
just
head's in
check.
the way of the unit.
I would like to say Imperial Arquebusiers for apples, but
What?
I mean,
Move.
for bananas. I mean, what do you guys think? Go ahead.
I have no idea, I'm afraid.
Hogwarts is a safe answer, honestly.
For cheesecake, should we go domain pikes? Since
because he's using them currently, yeah.
yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
know.
I mean, yeah.
Move. What's your favorite?
Oh, it has to be the Pavis Crossbowman. I think somebody in chat got it right as well. Hodge got it right. He said Pavis Crossbowman. Yeah, absolutely. Favorite unit of all time.
Yeah.
You also mentioned that the last time we did a podcast too, that we were all together on the podcast.
Oh, really? Oh, well remembered.
Yeah.
Wow, very well remembered.
Yeah.
I'll take your memory.
Okay. So the next question is going to be for Zim. What's Zim's favorite siege map?
Just kidding.
What was the question?
Sorry,
Sorry.
what's Jim's favorite what?
Siege map.
Can you send me a PM of what your favourite siege map is?
For some reason it's not coming through.
I'm trying to remember the name of the maps, to be fair.
I don't even know what team I'm in anymore, to be honest. I'll go with Apples.
I thought you were taking Drew's place in whichever team Drew was in.
Oh, okay, I'll go in Drew's team then.
Oh.
I think I'm in
I'm having a-
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yeah.
White Elk Fort.
I think that's a good guess. I think it's White Elk. Yeah.
Surely no one enjoys Whiteout Fort. I mean, you'd have to
I
be
love
sick.
White Elk
Bananas will say
for defending.
Carrot Castle. I'm not sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, well,
Well,
I'm happy
just-
to go with that.
Just to be different, Apples, we're going to say something different because we want to say something different. And I'm going to say Ogolia. There we go.
Oh. Zim? Your answer?
It's siege map, right?
Yes.
Siege map, yes.
Yeah, it's 100% Carrick. I love Carrick Castle. It's one of my favorite maps.
Yeah.
I thought it was White Elk for some reason.
I'm not saying it because Banana said it, but it just I'm playing it right. Maybe that's why they called it. I'm playing on it. So it's been it for a while. Why? No offense.
It's
I do not
honestly,
like
it's
White Elk.
honestly one of my favorites too.
And Goliath's my least favorite.
I think Goliath.
Everyone hates Argolia.
I love Ogolia. I
And
just
you don't
hate
have enough
attacking
units. You just don't have enough units for that map. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Ah. Okay. Next question's about Harley Quinn.
Ooh.
And yep, so I know that everybody said it at the very beginning of this of the podcast here, but so let's test your memory as well as how well you know. Does Harley Quinn have a YouTube channel or not?
Cheesecake. Oh, she doesn't.
Bananas, I honestly don't know, but I'll say no because I've never seen any content from her.
I've never promoted.
Don't know if that's
Oh.
That's not in a mean way. If you don't see it, like you only can assume she doesn't have it.
I
I've seen
I
no
don't
content
remember.
from her. Well, she's getting content on Twitch. What do you mean?
I've
Sorry
never
if
seen
you-
promoted a video of her, so I'm going to say no as well.
That's the only way I could tell. I'm sorry.
Harley Quinn? Do you or do you not
Wait,
have a YouTube channel?
Okay, so here's the question: does it count if I have one that I don't use?
Yeah, because it's still your channel, and you've got 2 videos posted to it ever.
I know I have 2 videos of Conqueror's Blade actually posted to my YouTube channel.
Yep.
I mean, I would still
These
argue
guys
though if she
are-
doesn't use it, it doesn't count because I have a
Just whether
YouTube
somebody
channel that I
comes
don't
behind me.
use, but
I
Yeah, I
it's
have
me
not
as having
used
one.
it since September, August,
That's quite
September.
recent.
Yeah.
I was so
So-
you've posted more recent than I have. But
Okay. So, but my
Well,
question.
no,
my
because I
question.
switched to
Jesus
using
Christ.
Twitch, so it's been at least 3 months. So I would argue that no, I don't really have one I use.
Well, I didn't ask you whether you had an active YouTube channel. I just asked if you had a YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
I mean, if that's the case,
That's the
everyone
quiz, man.
has
I think
a
everyone
YouTube
has a
channel,
YouTube channel then.
Okay.
because we all have to watch it on something, right?
Hmm.
right?
All right. So my next question is about Glenn here, and so Glenn, his channel is Coffee Fueled Gaming. Does Glenn actually drink coffee?
Apples. Yes, he loves it. Can't do anything else
Bananas,
without
yes.
it.
It would be a slightly
Function.
ironic nickname if he hated coffee, wouldn't it?
He
He
just
legit before he got into the channel, he's like, sorry, I was away because I was making myself a coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't answer yes to that, that is entirely their own fault.
I don't actually. I'm giving up coffee. To be honest with you.
Why?
I tried once and it did not
I
end
get
well
over.
for any
Yeah, I
reason.
failed too.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, that would have been a great question to ask about me because I have attested on my stream several times. I hate coffee and I
Oh,
drink
I love
tea.
coffee.
I
As
love
long
coffee.
as long
Just
as
can't
it's not
drink it.
Nescafe, I'm all over it. Nescafe is the devil's drink. It's
Ooh.
Oh,
So what's
Nespresso
your
all the
favourite
way.
coffee brand then?
Well, I just get like beans and properly grind
Yeah.
them all up at home, and
French
I've
press.
got to say house Costa. So Costa coffee, their beans.
Oh,
That's right, man. No issue.
Glenn is on it. Oh, so was that Mark that was just talking?
No, that was
No,
Ham
Ham
Banana.
Banana is going in and out because he's on the road to the airport.
Okay, understood. So, but Mark, if G's here, he's good to go. Because the next question is about him.
I'm here.
Okay, is English Mark of G's native language?
Apples.
There's potential for some good English Scottish.
I know, yeah, I was just thinking that. I was just
I'm
thinking
gonna go with
that.
no.
Scored the point, I would say
Is
yes.
Scottish ever
but-
English?
I know.
So-
I was gonna say it's like
We are not.
he's
I am
Scottish.
not English. Yes, you're right.
He's Scottish. I don't think English would be. I mean, it really depends on what area of Scotland because it could be Gaelic.
No,
Exactly.
that's not Scottish. Then that's Gaelic.
Yeah.
It's just a very unique form of English.
Yes, it's a very
Yeah.
unique to me and my country. It's not my country, but I know. But
Oh, do you own Scotland now? I didn't get that.
He owns Scotland.
this is my
The
Scotland.
King of Scotland.
4 people there.
Okay, so I think who haven't we covered? I think Ham Banana and Caden are the only two people we haven't covered.
What about
So
me?
this one,
Oh yeah, King Alpha. Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you didn't
sorry.
pick King Alpha
There you
either.
go.
Mm.
Yeah, okay, so then there we go. So for Ham Banana, how long has Ham Banana been creating content for Conqueror's Blade?
Banana.
This coffee is
you want, like,
coffee.
month
Oh,
or,
horror.
like-
Yeah, that's true.
General months,
That's
yeah.
Down to the
I
second
can't
year.
drink it.
So he
4
started
years.
in March, I believe, or something like that. It's around that time. So about less than a year. It's been less than a year. That's all I can
Can
say.
I-
Less than.
Can
Yeah, it's less than a
cheesecake
year.
answer in seasons?
Ooh.
If so, a cheesecake's going to go
Oh.
season 2, I think.
Shit.
I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually about right.
Banana? And?
If you guys can hear me, my first video was May 8th.
Ooh,
Oh, it's off. I knew it was an M month.
close though.
I started
So
playing
who-
in March, but I didn't start making content until
Oh,
May.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, I hope, I really hope someone's keeping score here because I haven't been.
Oh.
Who tells us?
I mean, to be fair, everyone that's answered has answered about the same, so the points would be even across the board at this point.
It's
Oh,
got
no,
a
no,
cheesecake
Pep-
flavor.
Bananas have got 20 points right now.
I'll tell you what,
He
we'll
hit-
do a sudden death
Easily.
on Caden's question.
Send okay. So next question is for King. King Alpha, is he part of a house in game or not?
Oh, Bananas. Yes, he's the leader of a house.
Well, wait. Trick question: is he in it right now already? I don't know. But
well,
he is
was
homegrown.
the leader. He was the leader of Homegrown. So with the server transfer, if it worked correctly, he should still be the leader of Homegrown.
That's
I mean,
not-
if the game screwed up, it's not our
Let's see
fault that
that.
we're wrong.
yeah, we are in a mystery because I haven't seen him around here yet. I haven't seen his tags.
He transferred east.
Yeah, I know. I'm in
Well-
East, but that's what I'm saying.
Not
I
playing
haven't
with a
seen
musket.
him yet, so I don't know if he already has his tags.
Oh,
Like,
that's
I don't know if
the
it's
way
a
it
trick
is.
question.
No, I did not mean it as a trick question.
Okay,
No.
I'm
It's
just-
is he part of a house or not?
Yes,
Yes.
for Bananas.
Apples.
I can't keep track of my
Yeah.
own server, never mind anyone else's.
Okay. Okay. King? Yes, no.
Yeah, I'm part of a house. Yeah. I'm part
Okay,
of
cool.
Homegrown.
right.
I'm not the leader of it, but I'm part of the council, which is like the leadership.
But
So yeah, I
one
guess
of
yeah,
the leaders.
yeah,
It's
one
the same
of
way
the
that we do in
yeah,
Mjolnir. We have
He's a leader.
multiple lieges.
yeah.
I was
Okay,
shouting
how
over,
about-
but I realized I was muted, so like you didn't actually hear me, and I shouted before. I was like, "No, he's not a leader. He's not a leader. I know who he is. I know this man."
He throws his hand and everything, like, hey.
Yeah.
It's like, we called him homeless at some point because it's not homegrown because they didn't have a home.
Wow.
But
Okay.
it was because if you and Dauntless joined together,
That
you'd be
YT
homeless.
banter?
Yeah, that was YT toxicity. Yeah.
Toxic YT guys, I'm telling you.
All right. Is there anybody here I haven't asked a question about? I think I've pretty much covered everybody. Yeah.
You didn't get Caden yet.
I was gonna say Caden, right?
It's all on the Caden question. Drew's just very quickly trying to think.
Probably asking Caden, what can I ask about you?
I'm interested to see what he comes up with on his own, to be honest.
Oh, that bleeds in. That's not good.
While we're waiting for Drew to ask the last question, if everybody wants to start running their last final giveaway on your stream, again.
Yeah, so this time feel free to
follow
jump
your
onto, I think,
streamer's, guidance on how to enter that giveaway.
who is actually running a stream? Probably worth mentioning.
I am.
I think
I am.
So
yeah.
Glyn, Pet, and
Yeah,
I have a
It was Mark G as well.
Christmas question for you, on if you're interested.
Do what?
Oh, I have a controversial Christmas question. Christmas
present?
No, you're not. Yeah, your presence is my presence on the stream. But yeah, a controversial Christmas question.
Oh, Emperor
Die Hard,
Caesar.
Christmas movie or not?
Yes.
Oh yes, absolutely Christmas movie.
Okay. I actually read a
Without a question.
article about this the other day.
So-
Would Die Hard have happened if it wasn't Christmas? The answer's no.
Die Hard is most definitely a Christmas movie. End of discussion.
Yeah. End of discussion.
Welcome back, Drew.
Yeah. Sorry, Discord. I don't know what's its problem today, but it's
It
crashed
may
on
need
my
its
laptop.
server changed.
I mean, I think it crashed my computer, so yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
we've-
something up.
We've had this
Yeah.
issue before, actually, Pat, if you recall, and we all had to jump out the Discord channel and then jump back in, and it changed server and it worked, didn't it?
Yeah, but you
one
can
for the-
manually change the server as well.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can?
That
Well,
way people don't have to
change it,
leave
hold
and
on.
come back in.
Well, I've been on my phone and it crashed on my phone. Like Discord, the app, it just closed.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So I think we got everybody covered, and I think we got one more bonus question for the tiebreaker, right? And this one's about Caden.
Well, no, you didn't get Caden yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, that's the tiebreaker question.
Yeah. It's for Caden. How long has Caden been working on Conqueror's Blade?
Ooh. Apples.
Cheesecake.
I'm gonna say like, I don't even know. I don't even know the answer. I'm just gonna guess like a solid 10 months. Yeah.
No,
longer than that.
jeez.
It's at least a year
Apples.
and a half. 'Cause I
Apples
spoke to
retracts
Conqueror in a
that.
closed beta, so a year and a half.
I'm sorry,
didn't-
my
I didn't hear the
Discord
question.
cut out. What was the
Yeah,
question?
I didn't hear the question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Discord cut out.
Oh. How long has Caden been working on Conqueror's Blade?
I'm frantically scrolling up my Discord conversation history.
I would say 2 years.
Yeah, for bananas, I would like to say 2 years.
Yeah, Apples, 2 years, yeah.
Like working for my games,
Mm.
or working on Conqueror's Blade. Wait,
Oh,
what's the
Working on
question?
Conqueror's Blade.
Ooh, 2 years.
Did you get my
2 years.
answer there, Drew? Yeah.
2 years, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, over
Did you get my
2
answer,
years.
Drew?
No, sorry, I did not.
I said 7 months. Well, no, solid 10 months. Sorry, I said solid 10 months, but because it's
That's unique.
Okay, everybody
Well,
got their
he's a
everybody got
community
their
manager, right? So he's not
Cheesecake
a
can go over
game
2
designer.
years. 2 years, 5 months.
The game has
Oh,
been
now
designed
he
for
wants to
longer.
change his.
Yeah, yeah.
See you, Evo.
I got to the top of my history. So.
Caden,
Oh, I can't hear anybody. I need to go and jump out. Hold on.
Caden, your answer?
There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is Caden even here anymore?
Caden's trying to remember.
Oh.
I mean, I think a lot of people had an issue where
think
they
he's
couldn't actually
checking.
hear anything because I couldn't hear anybody either.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Because did you change the server there, Coffee? Yeah. Yeah, because you changed the
Yeah.
server. Some people.
Oh,
need
there he is.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like June of last year.
that's why I had that issue as well.
Yeah, the game was like they had a beta for a while.
Yeah.
So,
When did closed beta
I
come
think
out?
he was
And
around for that.
Oh
yeah,
no,
but
he
I
was
don't think
definitely
he
around for
became
that.
a CM until like June of last year.
To clarify, Drew, for working on CB, do you mean even before we announced it, and when we were doing all the background work, or
Well,
when
I
it
think
became visible?
I think that pretty much answers the question because they wouldn't have known that we were working on it before. But so
Yeah,
the answer is since CB became CB.
Yeah. So it was July of 2018 when I was officially put on the project, and I think we opened the Discord servers in August of 2018. So around that time. So yeah, it's been over 2 years.
Mm.
My
That's
first
what I
message to you, Caden, is the 26th of November, 2018.
Jesus.
I was just joking when I said 10 months, by the way. You know.
Of course you were, Mark.
Well, the
Yeah.
game's been out a hell of a lot longer. Of course, he's been joking.
Yeah.
I just said he's only been working for it for 10 months. Doesn't mean he's not been there for 2 years.
Yeah,
I
Kate,
mean, I've been with the company since 2016 now, so
He's just not been working.
Yeah, I mean, you've been an ambassador of our Discord now for over 2.5 years. So
it's been a while.
Yeah,
and I love every second of it. I really do love this game, the community that we've got. So
it's quite unique, isn't it, to a game to have that kind of involvement from a content creator side as well.
We haven't played.
Awesome. Thank you for
Okay.
that, Drew. Because no one really kept score there, I'm just going to say we're all
sorry,
winners.
because Glenn, you kept score for moves too, and I just assumed you were keeping score in general.
No, I did mine.
Oh, because at one point you're like, are you keeping score?
No, I had to calculate it. No, I had to because I scribbled
So
everything
after
down.
2 rounds, we were winning.
I'm sorry, guys. I legit thought that he was.
That's right.
So.
Professional stream, professional setup here.
I mean, he forgets what he's doing
Everybody
to
wins.
himself. So you know, yeah, we're all winners.
We're all
That's it.
winners.
We're all winners.
It's like in school nowadays. That's what happens, right? Everybody wins.
Everyone gets a certificate.
Yeah.
So participation, it counts.
Awesome. So we're going to let the giveaways run for 2 more minutes, and then that is going to be the end. So we're just going to go into the outro now. Thanks very much all for watching and joining. Thank you to everyone in here as well for joining. I know, especially for you, Caden, you've been working now for more than 12 hours, I think it is, isn't it? So
2 years before we work this out.
But
About 2 years now.
Thank you all for joining.
Yeah.
If I could just say,
now he logs out of work.
I just want to say, Glyn, just thank you for arranging this as well. It's been fantastic,
Yeah.
and actually the podcast in general. I think it really it's nice to be able to sort of have that level of engagement and stuff. And I surely have definitely enjoyed it. So thanks, Glyn.
Yeah,
thank
good
you.
stuff, Glenn.
I
It was
love
a lot of fun. So.
I love doing these sort of collaborative events and stuff like that. I think that if we can, continue to do stuff like that whenever people have time and want to and want to get into stuff. I think that we should try to do it more often.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think my original intention was to try and do one every couple of months, but I think if we stick to one a season, I think that's quite a good number to have.
Yeah.
I mean, just an idea. Sorry to cut you off, Ken, but the idea would be awesome to do like a content creator CM type of tournament. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I mean, that it's something I want to do myself, but what I would like to do, and you'll hear this first, I haven't even discussed it with the staff yet, so I can't promise that we'll do it, but I would like to do a CB staff versus CC Siege match battle one evening on stream. but obviously it would need more than just the community managers because we're 5, and so each match is the 15. So I'd
Yeah,
need
it'll
to
be fine.
I need con a lot of people into convincing to do it. So I would like to do it, and maybe we'll get something off the ground at some point, but it won't be until the new year.
AKA,
but
we
if
need
you
some ringers on our team to help us out.
yeah.
We've all seen
Give it-
Pablo play.
give it-
He'll go in the wrong direction.
And-
Doesn't he?
Everyone's like, no, I rather go against you.
Yeah.
But I
Fun,
mean,
fun.
for like general streams, if you want the community team to join, you just got to ask if we're available. We're more than happy to join your normal streams. It doesn't have to be for podcasts. It could just be a player stream where you want to hang out with us and things like that. Just reach out to us. We're more than happy to do them when we can. So don't be shy. If you want us to join your stream, just ask.
Oh, my viewers are asking, is there a possibility of getting like daily death matches added? Because a lot of people really enjoy the game mode and having it only available 1 or 2 times a week, especially whenever some people may work every time it's up. It is really limiting, and we'd like to see that one a lot more if possible.
Yeah, I think I would concur with that because obviously I've got to go pick up kids and then get them all fed and stuff like that into bed, and it's literally all the time that the free battles and stuff is on. But yeah, I think an opportunity, maybe if there's like a limit, so you can complete a certain amount during the week or something. Maybe that introducing something like that would be great.
The issue with that would be is making sure there's enough people on at the time that you're available.
Yeah.
I
suppose
don't
I mean
think
you could.
do it daily, but we can speak to the team and see maybe if there's something we can come up with as a bit of a mid compromise kind of thing. But yeah, I don't think doing it daily is possible because it's going to mess with the schedule of other things as well. But it's something we can bring up with the team and we can see what we can do. But I can't promise that it will change.
Awesome. Oh, another question. The way it is right now, where NA is only matching to NA server and EU is matching to everywhere else, is that going to stay in place? Because we have a lot of people in NA that are actually really loving the fact that they're only matching with the other NA players at the moment. So is that going to stay a thing, or is that going to be changed?
So yeah, the plan is to leave it just NA versus NA and the EU versus EU servers. Obviously, we're going to keep an eye on the matchmaking queues and things like that. And if we see that it's not matching quickly enough for the NA, we may consider
Last unit I have in
doing a system where it tries to match you guys together on A for so long, and if it can't get a match, it'll then add you to the EU server queue as well.
Yeah, I was going to say I play
with that.
I play NA and I'm from EU, so it makes it difficult for me in terms of their timing. So like it would be good if there was the option as well, because some people are different shifts and stuff as well.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see that. For now, like I say, we would prefer to keep it NA versus NA and EU versus EU.
Yeah.
But like I say, if the matchmaking is struggling, we will look at other alternatives.
I think the general consensus from a lot of people that I've seen on NA is that they really like the fact that with the NA meta versus the EU meta, that whenever you get a good cross match between a lot of different NA players and EU players, that it actually can cause some disgruntled feelings because the metas are so different and they tend to cancel each other out a lot. So
yeah, that's the point of the game, right? You're supposed to do that. Like you can't just be playing against like NA just because they're playing similar style. Like you're meant to be able to play and adapt. But that's my method. I honestly think, like from the alliance that we're in, there's like 300 of us pretty much almost in an alliance, and our alliance, a lot of our people disagree with the fact that half the time it's just NA, and they really actually rage at the fact that it's just NA because there's physically nothing you can do half the time, or you're waiting in like 13-minute queues, which for a game that already lasts 30 minutes for a battle, it's a long time to queue. So some people don't like that.
I'm gonna call it there because I can see this chat going on all night. To be honest, so
that was just my point of that a little bit, but that's fine.
That's all right, all good. So if you've got giveaways running, if you could end those, send me over the codes, send me over the people that win it, if it's one of the codes I gave you. Thank you all for joining. Content creators, thank you all for coming along and spending some time with us. Thank you very much to Drew and Caden as well. Everyone that's watching, doesn't matter whose stream you are watching, but thank you very much for taking the time out to come over, listen, to watch and everything as well. We really do appreciate it. If you've won prizes tonight, then congrats. If not, then I'm sure people are going to be having more giveaways in the near future anyway. But I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy Christmas and a Merry New Year, and have a great holiday, whatever you are doing, wherever you are in the world. And I think I can safely say that's from all of us here.
Yeah.
Thank you
absolutely.
again to everyone that's joined. And we hope to catch you around the Easter time for the next podcast. I think that's when we're going to do it next. But again, thank you all for joining, and I hope to catch you out on the battlefield.
Hey,
thank
Thank you
you.
very much for arranging
Good to
this.
see you guys.
Yeah. Merry
I'm about
Christmas,
to get on a
everyone.
plane. I'll catch y'all
Merry
later.
Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Is anyone
Merry
gonna continue streaming so that I can do a raid?
I am for a bit, but
Mark,
I don't know
cool.
how else is.
Right, thank you very much everyone for watching anyway.
Right,
And
we shall,
yeah, I
kick
hope
off.
you
Thank you for the podcast,
enjoyed
guys.
Very much,
that.
guys.
Thank you
And
so much.
we're going to go over
See you
and
guys.
raid
Double
Mark
blue.
and G now.
Thanks, everyone.
But I will be back tomorrow as well.
See you guys.
And
See
See you
ya.
later.
with
did
the
I
Twitch
send you a
drop,
message as
so
well?
make
Oh,
sure you
either
tune
way.
in for that.
Either way.
There will be a 30-day premium for that as well. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And yeah, see you next time. So I'll just start that raid up, get everyone in there. Did that work?
Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
Why didn't that work?
Glenn, how'd you go? How are you doing?
There we go.
Oh, hello, mate. I'm just about to raid you.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
try running
Oh,
that quick action
damn.
again later, it says. It just absolutely failed. I don't know why. Oh, it's ready. There we go. Okay. Right, thank you very much again, and I will see you tomorrow,
Thank
hopefully.
you for coming along, boys. Appreciate it, as always.
No, thank you, man. That was really good fun.
Yeah, there was a lot more controlled than I thought it would be. Well, we did overrun a little bit, but
Yeah, I tried to stay as quiet as possible and
Sorry,
yeah,
but
give other people
Did
the
you edit there?
opportunity. Sorry, what was that?
I said sorry about continuing the chat there. I know you wanted to get.
no, that's all right, mate. No, it's all good. I just thought I'd just have to.